take us home, man. Close out the pod. Yeah. Maybe give us a couple of keys for this Bears Lions game. I mean, throw whatever you want at the good people.
I'll break it
down.
Give it. Yeah, so this is another great week, Joey, and I always talk about that, opportunities, right? This season has been so up and down with the Bears in general, with Justin Fields. He's been injured. Now here's an opportunity, right, where his back is a little bit against the wall, right? I think the fan base really doesn't believe in him, to be completely honest, right? I think most people do not believe in him right now. I think Poles is the guy that I've talked earlier with Sylvie and you. This is not his guy, right? So Justin Fields really has to prove his worth on the Bears, right, at this point. And not only that, for even potential trade value, he could play lights out the rest of the season, and Poles is still like, you know what, Caleb Williams might be my guy, or Drake May, any of those other quarterbacks. So Justin Fields, these next 7 games are critical for his future, whether it's in Chicago or whoever that may be if there is a trade. So I want to see him do well. You know, I'm a big fan of his. I think he has all the talent in the world. I think he's been handcuffed a little bit by the play calling. But here's an opportunity where, Joey, I just said like this. If they can get those rhythm throws, they get them on the move. When the plays are not there, right, have your 3 reads, tuck in and go at that point. Those strengths allow him to really flourish. And that's what separates him from anyone. Him and Lamar Jackson, same ability running the football. I think Justin Fields has a better arm, right? At times, the accuracy has been an issue, but the games he's done well, right? That Washington game, Denver game was really accurate. So I'm just looking to see that growth with him. I would love to see him do well. I love him to be the quarterback of the future, because I think once you continue to build this team, add another weapon in the offseason, maybe strengthen the offensive line a little bit, really work on the defensive line, all of a sudden you have some other options there. But I'm not a big fan of going another quarterback. I think he has all the talent. I think there's going to be a new staff here next year. I think there's going to be a new coordinator for sure. So I'd love to see him do well, right? To see him have options for next year, whether that's with the Bears or somewhere else. So this is a great opponent in Detroit, and their record, right? 7. What are they? 2 losses at this point, right? The biggest thing. Detroit, right?
Yeah. Detroit, they're 7-2. Yeah.
7-2 right now, right? So there's a lot of holes in them defensively, right? They don't generate much pressure, and they've put up some points. Guys have put up points on them. So here's an opportunity, right, where you got all your offensive line back. You have a great run game. All of a sudden, you mix and match that play action. Here's a team that you can beat. So, Joey, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win this one. I'm telling you, because I think Detroit is overlooking Chicago, right? All their struggles this year, they can't play. They've kind of been up and down at times, even though they've been winning a lot of games, right? We haven't seen the same consistency that we did last year with them, right? They're winning games, but defensively, I think there's some flaws there that offensively we can attack with the playmakers. So I think it's a great opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears shock the world this week and win 28-21. I'm calling it. So I think it's an opportunity where I'm just thinking about it from a standpoint of this season, right? Justin Fields, his back's against the wall. He can't play. All of a sudden he comes out with that. Maybe it's coaching. And then the next week, what do we see? Better game planning, better calling. He plays. He rises to the occasion 2 weeks in a row. So I would not be surprised, even though he hasn't played in a while, for him to come out and light it up. Because I think he realizes, like, his time might be limited here. And I really have to showcase what I can do, not only for this team, but across the league. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to say it here. Upset alert, Bears 28, Lions 21. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. And who knows, I could be completely off base. But I got a feeling, especially, Sweat coming in, the way they've been kind of playing. They rallied last week, even after they played terribly, to win the game. So I have a feeling with Justin back, it may reinvigorate this team, because I think guys are excited of his playmaking ability, and they're going to rise to the occasion. I think the guys like him. They want to see him do well. So I would not be surprised if the Chicago Bears shock the world this week, Joey.
I mean, Corey, if the Bears beat the Lions, I mean, look, what a galvanizing win that would be in so many different levels and different ways. And when we're talking about these final 7 games, Justin playing well is one thing. Justin playing well and the Bears winning really sets the stage for a really interesting last final 7 weeks. And look, from where I stand, I think here on Believe in Bears, I think everyone wants the answer right now. Are you in on Justin Fields? Are you out on Justin Fields? Corey, man, as a former player, this better than anyone else. We got games left to play. All right. We have a lot to learn. There's more evidence to gather. There's more things to think about and take into account with Justin Fields. And look, I'm rooting for the guy. I really want him to play well. And man, what better way than to take that first step? And honestly, surprise a lot of people. I think they're 9.5-point underdog right now. I don't know if that's to get to a double-digit number. Everyone looking past the Chicago Bears right now. Every single person. And what better way to get at this next 7-game stretch off than going up there and winning? Oh man, oh man, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it here, Joey. Shock the world, and everybody thinks I'm a homer for Justin Fields and all this, but I honestly just think Detroit's overlooking them, and this is kind of a little bit of a trap game for them, right? Think about this.
He's played well against them, Corey. He's got good career numbers against Detroit.
Exactly.
And that defense hasn't changed that much.
Joey, he's like a wounded animal right now, right? Your back is against the wall. You have, everyone's telling you can't play and all this. He's got nothing to lose at this point. So I think he's going to come out guns blazing, make some good throws, allow his feet to really take him to where he needs to be, really utilize that. So I would not be shocked. I really would not.
Oh, man, that'll do it here for Believe in Bears. Be well, be safe. Please be good to each other. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got more great guests coming up next week just before Thanksgiving. So make sure you come back. And hopefully, we were talking, Wootstradamus here. Hopefully, we're talking about a Chicago Bears win right here on Believe in Bears. Tune in, bear down, be safe. We'll be back.
Here we go, game day, Sports Talk Chicago. Great to see everybody here with us already for the Bears and the Lions. My name's Jon Zaghloul. Great to be here with all of you. John Meadows directing and producing. We're going to be here for the next 4 hours. Called the Bears-Lions game, giving you commentary. We're going to have a halftime show, post-game show, everything in between. We're going to get to all your comments in the chat. Make sure you comment and let us know how you're feeling about this one. Score predictions so far for this game. Put them out there in the chat. Hit us up all over at Sports Talk Chicago. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and help out all of our great radio and TV affiliates near the top of your screen. WKAN 105.5, The Ticket ACTV, Cities 92.9 FM, WJOB, and JED TV. Boy, it's great to be back. Couple of big videos this week. Big shout out there to our pregame guys, Joey and Corey. Obviously, Corey Wooten, former Bears, 6-year NFL veteran. Joey Christopoulos, host of their program, Believe in Bears, right here on Sports Talk Chicago in video format. Had a couple of big videos this week. Got Sylvie on from ESPN 1000, did really good. Caitlin Sharkey from WGN TV, and of course did the pregame show here today. Very grateful, happy for them to be a part of our network. People fighting it out in the comments yesterday, and people already fighting here in this group chat. So we're going to have fun today watching and seeing how Mr. Justin Fields does, returning from injury after a hiatus, although it was already put out that he does not feel 100%. So curious to see if he's really going to be playing through injury and how that may or may not affect him coming up here in today's game. Marcelo, great to see you. Be Wicked, good to see you. Mike Feeney's in the chat as well. King James, all of our favorites, all of our fans, all of our regulars here all ready to hang out with us. King James says the Bears are going to lose 43-16. I believe my prediction was maybe 30-17, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think the Bears are winning this one. I think they are going to, I don't think they're going to pull this one out. Some people, for whatever reason, are claiming that they have a feeling they will. People are, a couple of fanalists, as I like to call them, are calling this a big Justin Fields revenge game, a big game for him. I really don't see it, but you never know. Never know. See what the Lions will do. 7-2 coming on in. Prediction: Fields throws a pick 6 today. Well, he's going to throw something today, I'll tell you that. Probably some sort of pick, if I had to guess. The Bears at 3-7. Lions at 7-2. Entering today's action and today's matchup. Bears are in Detroit. Detroit so far this season has just been clicking in all cylinders. Jared Goff having another amazing year away from Los Angeles. I remember when that trade occurred, I thought, man, this is going to be it for Goff, but he has actually done better in a Lions uniform. Looked great so far. David Montgomery, ready to go for the Lions at running back. I'm expecting a big revenge game for him today as well. Joseph, great to see you. Always a pleasure, my friend, as well. Right back at you. Pleasure to be on the air. Pleasure to be with all of you. Pleasure to talk and broadcast Bears football here today on Sports Talk Chicago. About 4 or 5 minutes away from kickoff here. So we're ready to go, primed up. Should be an interesting one. Adam Amin and Mark Schlereth on the call for Fox. You don't have to be subjected to them. You could stay here with us. We're going to give you all the great play-by-play commentary that we can here. Lions offensively also have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, and Josh Reynolds leading the way in terms of receiving. You got to watch out for the run game, though. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery together have combined for almost 1,000 rushing yards already. Both of them are on pace for 1,000. It'd be the first time in a long time that a team could have 2,000-yard running backs. This is the strongest Bears team in a while, says David. Justin Fields back. No glove on his hand. I heard that during the week he was thrown with a glove in practice on. He has bare hands here today. So we'll see how this one ends up playing out. Jared Goff against Justin Fields. 2 top picks. Goff, obviously, did not work out in his first year in, at the time, St. Louis with Jeff Fisher, believe it or not. Rams moved out to L.A. Sean McVay was hired. The rest was history there. And after the trade, the Lions have done great with Goff at QB. Really excited to see David Montgomery. You know, fandoms aside, I really hope Montgomery has a big game today. I think he's already proven that the Bears made a mistake based on how he's performed so far this season, but wouldn't it be nice for him, for his sake, to just light it up against the Bears today at home on his home turf against his old team? That'd be a really fun storyline to watch. Already have 31 of you here with us. Leaning more towards trading the first pick for more draft capital. Interesting. We were only using Monty DeBlanc. Herbert was averaging over a yard more per carry. Fair point. I will say, though, Montgomery this year is doing amazing running the football. He's averaging 4.7 per carry. Gibbs is averaging 5.3. Both of them together are having excellent seasons in Detroit. Hate to say it, but I want to lose out to get a better draft pick. Hey, fair point. It seems as if that's what the Bears are doing, too. I mean, some of these games, the way they've lost, it almost seems like they're trying to lose. Landon, hey, reporting for Due Day Jay-Z. You know, Landon sent me a message on Twitter about 2 hours ago as I was driving here to the studio. You know what it said? It said, no more Bayless Mania today either. That's right, Bayless Jones Jr., a healthy scratch. If there's one thing the Bears are doing right now, it's that they're sitting Bayless Jones Jr. Probably a year too late, but I guess better late than never. Goff lights up teams that refuse to blitz or pressure, and I'll tell you what, I mean, throughout this season, really, you know, we have seen consistently quarterbacks just have great games against the Bears. I mean, high completion percentage games, high opportunities, easy passes, open guys. I'm expecting the same from Goff today, especially at home on his home turf against this Bears pass rush defense that's simply just is ineffective. Michael, good to see you, my friend. And Landon, when everybody's healthy, there's really not a spot for VJ. It's a fair point. You know, when EQ St. Brown came back, Bayless was relegated to inactive. And, you know, you could say it's because EQ was ready to play. But remember, week 1, EQ was inactive. So the Bears, I think, have at least finally realized after too much time wasted that Bayless Jones is not going to be the answer. Now, what's that mean for his future in Chicago? We don't know yet, but hopefully by the end of the year, they're going to part ways with him in some capacity because I think we've all seen enough out of Velus Jones to know this is not going to work. So we will see how this one's going to play out. But we're appreciative of everybody for hanging out here with us today and having a good time with us here today. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great game, and certainly looking forward to it. This is the game that gets Goff into the Hall of Fame. Velus just couldn't stop fumbling. No, he couldn't. And, don't think he's a bad kid again, but if you can't hold on to the football and you're 25, 26 years old, you're a 25-year-old rookie, and you still don't know how to catch the ball, why are you playing football? I mean, it's a fair question. Why did you choose to play football if you can't catch said ball? And it's been happening now for a while. I want to see how Jalen does against a wide receiver that should be in the MVP race. Yep, that's going to be interesting, Mr. I Want Money. Yeah, if you want money, let's see how you defend Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's having a heck of a season so far. Be wicked, there's no way they're going to bench Fields because they're too scared, first of all. Fields plays bad. The only way it's going to happen is if genuinely his thumb is really hurt. Like maybe it gets inflamed and he's not having a good game. Maybe they'll sit him for injury reasons, but they are not going to bench Fields. They want to see how he does for these 7 games to evaluate him, and they're too scared about the public outcry that would occur from benching Fields too. They're way too worried about it, way too scared to actually do something like that, even if it was performance based. Bo Nix looks better than all the top QBs coming out. I mean, he had a big game yesterday. I will say, though, Bo Nix is, has had his share of transferences and transfer portal stuff. Bo Nix has been around in college for a long time, believe it or not. So I don't know how he's going to do in the NFL, but it's going to be interesting. The Bears in the cellar in the NFC North at 3-7, 0-2 in the division. The Lions at 7-2, Vikings 6-4, and the Packers 3-6. Ready to go from Detroit. The Lions will be kicking this one off to Chicago. Travis Homer is back to return. Homer, get an opportunity here to return this kick. Homer's going to let this one go through the back of the end zone. We are underway in Detroit. And here he comes, back from injury. Justin Fields. This is Justin Fields' first start in over a month. Last time he started was 10-15. He's missed 4 straight games. D'Onta Foreman is the starting running back today. It's Fields out of the shotgun at 1st and 10 from the 25. Komet in motion. Fakes the handoff. Fields rolls out a bit. And he's going to throw this football away. Nothing doing there. Going to be 2nd and 10. Pressured pretty well by the Lions. 6 seconds ticked off the clock there. 14:54 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Bears from their own 25. It's D'Onta Foreman again getting the start at running back. He's going to check out now on this play. Roshan Johnson's going to get the snap here. Fields out of the shotgun. Johnson lines up to his left. 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's Fields on the design QB run with some blocking. Gets to the outside, and Fields stays on his feet, gets a first down and more. A design quarterback run. Fields bouncing to the outside, following his blockers, and that gains the Bears at least 12. Move the chains. It's a first down. First and 10 for the Bears. 11 yards officially on that run from Fields. From the 36, Fields out of the shotgun. Moore in motion. Fields fakes the handoff, takes it himself, up the middle, slides, and gains maybe 7. run heavy for the Bears here, all with Justin Fields, really. Fields faked the handoff to Foreman, took it himself, and just ran up the middle, slid before he got hit hard, and gained some yardage. 2nd and 4. 2 rushes, 17 yards for Fields. Shotgun for Fields, fakes the handoff, in the pocket, in trouble. Avoids the pressure, fires, caught for a first down. DJ Moore, and the Bears are in Lions territory. Fields threw that, it looked like a sidearm to avoid the pressure. Found Moore across the middle, got the first down, and moved the Bears into Lions territory. Joe G., thank you so much for the donation, brother. Let's see if JF1 brings them. When chips are down, the real ones come out and prove that they're the man. 1st and 10, 13:05 to go. The Bears in Lions territory. Robert Tunyon in motion. Fields out of the shotgun. Foreman lines up to his right. High snap. Fields corrals it. In trouble. Pocket collapsing. Quick pass. This one caught. First down and more. Cole Kmet. Kmet dives forward. Gets the first down. Gain of about 12. And the Bears continue to move the chains. 12:40 to go. Gio, bear down. What's up, John? Good to be here with everyone. Thank you so much for the donation, Gio. Wow, both of you guys, Joe G and Gio, appreciate you guys for the generosity, for the donations, and great to see both of you here. Shotgun for Fields. From the Lions 32. Fields rolls out, fires off his back leg. That ball's caught for a first down. EQ St. Brown on the reception. And once again, the Bears move the chains. Bruce Cather. Bruce, great to see you. Fields spreading the field a bit. EQ St. Brown with the catch. Nice pass. JF starting off great. Dan Tanner, my man. Great to see you. Justin will throw for over 600 yards today. 11:45 to go. It's 1st and 10. The Bears inside the red zone from the Lions 19. I formation. It's a pitch to Foreman. Foreman with room. Gains about 5. Nice run for Deontay Foreman, his first carry of the game. 2nd and 6, 4-yard gain officially as Foreman checks out on this play along with Blassingame. Herbert getting his first snap of the game here on this play. Fields under center. Herbert alone in the backfield. It's Moore in motion. Fields rolls out. Fields with time avoids the pressure. Fields up the middle. 10-5, and he slides. Gets taken down around the 3-yard line. It's a first down for the Bears. It's going to be 1st and goal. Justin Fields keeps the drive alive and moving. And Dan, thank you for the donation, man. I thought you would laugh at that 600 yards comment. I did. Love the play-by-play listening out in the yard, doing yard work. Good day to do yard work for sure, Fly Rod D, and great to be here with you. 1st and goal. Fields out of the shotgun, 10:20 to go. The ball is at the Detroit 5. Foreman takes the handoff. Foreman up the middle, powering forward, and he's a yard short. Good run and second effort by Deontay Foreman. Talk about the biggest surprise of this season, I would say, for the Bears. What a positive, physical running back the Bears signed for really not too much money. He has turned into a great piece for them. It makes you wonder why they didn't even start him game 1. He was inactive for the first couple of games of this year. So great to see him out there getting opportunities. The fullback Blassingame in on this play. 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun is Fields. Foreman in motion. Fields. And hold on a minute. Flags fly, and this is probably going to be a false start on the Bears. Or see what this is here. So it looked like a penalty there on the Bears. Oh, timeout. Thank you, Landon. Timeout. Timeout. Ooh. Yeah, almost a delay of game. The Bears were able to get that timeout off just before the play clock hit 0. So no penalty, no play. And the Bears burn their first of 3 timeouts here. Second and goal for the Bears with 18 to go in the first quarter. Oh, sorry, 9:30. Fox had an issue with their time bug. 9:30 to go, first quarter, second and goal. I formation for the Bears. Fields, looking to throw, corner of the end zone, incomplete. And a flag thrown. Robert Tunyon, the intended target, didn't look like a catchable ball, but a flag was thrown as the play developed. And this is pass interference on the Lions. Bears will move up. It's going to be first and goal from the 1. So 9:26 to go, and the Bears are going to have a great chance to score a touchdown. First and goal for the Bears. It's Fields out of the shotgun. Foreman in a running back. Fields hands it off. It's Foreman who walks in for the touchdown. And the Bears take the lead 6-0 early. A great first drive for Chicago, and Foreman wasn't even touched as he waltzed into the end zone easily. Great play by the Bears. Good drive by the Bears. It's already 6-0, 9:23 to go. First quarter, a quick, efficient drive. And here comes the PAT from Santos. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Chicago. Well, the Bears are ahead. It's early. Not a good start for Fields and company after the injury. Well, yeah. That's what John just told me off the air or off the mic here. Not going to let hope get to me, and that's a fair point. We're going to call this game balanced, and I am not going to buy anything till zeros are on the clock in the fourth quarter. We've seen this story before, unfortunately. We've seen this story before, but what are we thinking here? Fingers crossed. J-Up usually does good unscripted plays to start the game. He always does, and hey, that's to his credit. He certainly knows his football, knows how to follow a game plan, knows how to cater to a 15-play plan that works in the first, second drive of the game. Things get awry when later in the game, Fields needs to actually step up and make a play. He usually can't. Dan, shout out to Big J Meadows, the super producer. John is the best. Thank you, Dan. We've seen them look like the 99 Rams in their opening drive before. Mercedes Lewis is a monster blocker. Fields might run for 300 yards today. After that, they turn into the 98 Rams. Yeah, I mean, a good start here for the Bears, at least offensively. That first drive looked great. Fields is 3 of 4 for 38 yards, plus 28 on the ground. Foreman with 9 on the ground as well. And DJ Moore, EQ St. Brown, and Cole Kmet, all with catches on that first drive. Now the Lions have the ball. I want to see what Montgomery's going to do. Me too. Yeah, wait till the fourth quarter. Exactly. Solid drive, good start. I really want to see what David Montgomery does. I am rooting for him in the sense that I hope he just kicks the Bears' butts running the football. I really hope he does. For the sake of Montgomery having revenge, just remember, only a 2-year, $10 million deal is what forced Montgomery to leave Chicago. It was $10 million. That was it. So I really want to see him ball out and have a huge game It'd be great to see. Great drive, Bears. There's definitely different energy when JF is under center. Go Bears, says Ernest Martin. 78 of you are already here with us. If you're new, if you're just hopping in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button. As Jared Goff waits on the sideline for his first crack offensively, Cairo Santos is going to kick this one off. And this will go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Detroit Lions, the 7-2 Detroit Lions, the NFC North leading Detroit Lions. I know that sounds crazy. They've had an outstanding season so far. They are 4th in running, 4th in passing, and 6th in scoring on offense. David Montgomery gets the official start at running back, and he's going to be in on this first play alone in the backfield. Jared Goff under center. It's 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Goff rolls out. Ton of time. No pressure. Fires. This is caught. End of about 8. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the reception. Going to hear his name many times here today, I'm sure. The Bears did not match Detroit's offer, Third Coast. No, actually, the whole thing was that the reason why Montgomery left is that in the second year of the deal, the Lions offered more guaranteed money, so that's why he chose to go to Detroit. Goff barks out an audible. A couple of players move, including Hawkinson. 2nd and 2. Handoff. It's Montgomery. He gets the first down and more. Gain of 4 on the run. David Montgomery with the carry. The Bears defense 2nd in defending the rush, but 26th in defending the pass and 27th overall. I formation for the Lions here. Fake the handoff. Goff fires, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. He was also hit hard, went down to the ground. Goff was looking downfield, had nothing, and decided to throw that ball into the ground. Second and 10. From their own 36, here's Detroit. 3 wide receiver spread. Shotgun for Goff. Hands this one off up the middle. And a nice run again for David Montgomery. Gains about 5. Montgomery getting the lion's share of carries so far. Going to check out on this play. Head to the sidelines. Gibbs lines up as a wide receiver. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. 5 wide receivers set for the Lions. Goff is out of the shotgun, alone in the backfield. 3rd and 5. Goff fires. This ball is caught for a first down. Amon-Ra St. Brown again. Move the chains for Detroit. 7:20 to go. They get closer to midfield. Gordon was defending Amon-Ra St. Brown right there, and he got enough space to make the catch. 1st and 10 from midfield. High formation for Detroit. And it's a handoff. Montgomery again. 5-yard gain, moving forward. You can tell he's playing with a specific intensity. 2nd and 5 to come. Detroit now officially in Bears territory. 6:30 to go. And Jim, great to see you, my friend, out in Hyde Park. 2nd and 5. 4 wide receivers set for Detroit. Goff back to pass, quick pass. This ball is intercepted. Intercepted by Chicago. Jared Goff makes a mistake, and Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie, makes him pay. Hip drill to perfection for Tyreek Stevenson. And the Bears have the ball. So Jared Goff, a rare interception and a rare mistake. Entering today's game, Goff only had 5. That's number 6. And it completely disrupts a good Lions offensive drive. The Bears are going to be near midfield to start. Decent field position. They already have a lead, and now the football. Big turnover. Stevenson's first interception, as Jim points out. Congratulations to him. How about these Bears? 7-0 already, first quarter. Now they have the ball again after the pick. Wow. Good start. Good start for the Bears. Normally, this is where I start wondering how the Bears would screw this up. Not today. I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid. Says Ron. Dan says we need 12 more of those. Yeah, the Bears need as many as they could get here today. But a good start indeed for Chicago. Yeah, Goff was pressured. The Bears did not sack him yet, but they took him down a couple of times. Certainly pressured on that play. Yeah, too gritty. A timeout was wasted on the last drive. The Bears avoided a delay of game penalty. So they got 2 timeouts here, still in the first quarter. Now they're going to have the football back in their own territory, but certainly good field position after the pick. And a chance here to score again and make it 14-0. And you're right, Third Coast. The intensity thing's going to be key. Do the Bears want it all game long, or do they want it here and there? And that's been their issue all season long. They've shown that they've wanted it in the first quarter, but in the fourth quarter, they have not played up to par. The Bears are going to start off in a great spot. They're at their own 37, 1st and 10. Fields out of the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, bounces to the outside, and gets past the 40 up to the 42. Decent gain, 2nd down to come. They're breaking down the last pick. Big pressure there from Rasheem Green. And that kind of forced Goff to fire that football into the hands of Stevenson. 2nd and 5, 5-yard gain for Fields. 5:40 to go, first quarter. Fields out of the shotgun. Rolled out, quick pass. This one caught. Cole Kmet with the catch and gets it up for the first down before being taken down. A nice second move that puts him past the marker up near the 50. Move the change for the Bears and Justin Fields. Trent Taylor checks in on this play. Cole Kmet, by the way, with 436 yards this season. Quietly having a decent year. 1st and 10 at their own 49. Here's Chicago. Shotgun. And it's Fields on the run. Fields up the middle. Fields trips. Oh, boy. Still gains about 8 yards. Could have been a lot more. A nice run nonetheless for Fields as he gets into Lions territory. Ooh, Fields trying to reverse directions. He was tripped up by a defender. Never mind, he didn't trip on his own. The defender touched him, and he came down. Still a good gain for Fields. 2nd and 3, 7-yard gain officially as the Bears are once again in Lions territory. From the Lions 44. Mercedes Lewis in motion. Shotgun, and this is going to be a handoff. Oh, boy. Herbert with the carry. He loses a yard on that one. Not a good play there. That was a timing play that did not work out for the Bears. A little bit too cute offensively there. 3rd and 5. Aaron Glenn, the Lions defensive coordinator, trying to stop the Bears right here. 3:40 to go. From the Lions 46, it's Fields. Shotgun. Roschon Johnson in motion. Fields back to pass. Fires. This ball is caught, but not enough for the first down as the ball comes out after Kmet gets taken down. And that's going to be it should be, not a fumble, but he was taken down. No fumble called indeed. 4th and 1 officially. The Bears come up just a yard short. We'll see what they end up doing here. Kmet, a nice play. Tried with the second effort. Just couldn't get to that marker. A little bit short. Good hit by the Lions, too. And they're also reviewing to see if that was a fumble. I don't think it was. So 4th and 1, and now Lucas Patrick is kind of walking off the field gingerly on his own power, fortunately. He got hit pretty hard on that last play, too. So 4th and 1 still. Take a look at this play again, if they're going to look at it here. Ooh, he got hit really hard. Patrick went down to the ground and got rolled up. So no fumble officially. I didn't think it was a fumble, but knowing how these referees are, they'd screw around and call it one. 4th and 2 now officially, and yeah, that's about right. So the Bears are 2 yards short. The offense is on the field at this moment. 4th and 2. Fields out there, Deontay Foreman out there as well. The offense is ready. Fields is alone in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Foreman in motion. Fields calls out an audible on 4th and 2. 2:49 to go. Here comes Fields. Back to pass. Fires. Got it. DJ Moore on the reception. And the Bears continue to move forward. The Bears had trips to the far side with Moore. And also Mooney kind of screwed up the Lions trying to defend it. And Moore got open just enough to get that first down. 2:15 to go. Ball at the Detroit 38. First down at 10. Fields out of the shotgun. Foreman and a running back. Hand off to Foreman. Oh, boy. Nothing doing there. A huge loss for the Bears. Loss of 7 on that play. Foreman gets taken down way back behind the line of scrimmage. Taken down all the way back at the 45-yard line. Fields got tripped up. I don't know what kind of a play that was, but it's 2nd and 16. Shotgun for Fields. EQ St. Brown in motion. Fields back to pass. Fields, a lot of time. Downfield. It is incomplete. DJ Moore, the intended target. Pass went all the way to the end zone, but just nothing doing there. 3rd and 16. Way overthrown. Fields knew it too. Overthrew that football. 3rd and 16. 1:24 to go. Clock is stopped. 5 on the play clock. Shotgun for Fields and the Bears. What are they going to do here? Moore in motion. Fields back to pass. In trouble, and that ball is batted down near the offensive line. Official calls incomplete as the Lions claim that they recovered a fumble, but not the case. 4th and 16, the Bears are going to have to punt. That ball batted down right at the line. Nice job by the Lions to get a hand on that football and hit it down. Trenton Gill. Back to punt. Trying to pin the Lions deep in their own territory, and it's going to go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. Detroit will start at their own 20. So the Bears convert on fourth down, which was unbelievable, but unfortunately they don't do anything else. And that was more of a Bears play, a Bears drive, I will say. That was more what I was expecting for this game. I'm just saying. Not trying to be biased. I'm just being honest. That's what I envisioned this game being. So we saw the non-script, and we look at what happened now. Not a good drive for the Bears there. Not a good outcome. A good drive in general, but didn't work. The Blue Air, they kicked from 52 yards. They were on the 44. So remember, it's about 17 to 18 yards away from that 44-yard line. So, you add that up, we're talking about a 62, 63-yard kick. So probably not the best idea there. They brought him back, so no excuses for the thumb. I agree. And, I want to make that clear, too, and I mentioned this in our preview video. They were talking about last week, even Fields said, I'm not 100%, but I'm coming back. They're covering their bases in case today goes wrong. And they'd say, well, he's still never been 100%. He could have waited another week or two. I would have been okay if Fields waited another week or two to really fully heal. So, I'm not going to really cut him too much slack because it was everybody's choice, not just Fields, but Eberflus's, Poles, etc., to bring him back to action. If he's not 100%, then he shouldn't have played. The thumb is going to be blamed if they lose. 100%. That's going to come up. That's going to be a big storyline throughout the week. Well, if he was healthy, they would have won. So we'll see how the rest of this one goes. But the Bears are still up 7-0. And the Lions are going to have to put together an 80-yard drive to score late in the first quarter. Well, Ron, I agree, too. There was certainly pressure because, whether people liked it or not, Bagent was not horrendous. He was looking competent and serviceable. And, every week that Bagent played at a C level, it made Fields look 10 times worse. Hey, by the way, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. It's 1st and 10 for Detroit. Handoff. This is Gibbs, who gets nothing. Good job of the Bears defense. No gain on that play. It's 2nd and 10. Stevenson, one of the main tacklers on that play. Wade, good to see you, my friend. 2nd and 10, 40 seconds to go. First quarter. From their own 20, here's Detroit. A 4-wide receiver set. Goff out of the shotgun. Gibbs in at running back. Quick pass. This one is caught. At least the Lions claim so. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the reception. Take a look here at the replay. And no, not a catch. Or it shouldn't be. See if they review it there. But that ball clearly hit the ground. I know Amon-Ra St. Brown argued that he caught it. It's 3rd and 10. 12 seconds to go. Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, genius behind this team and their offensive prowess since last year. They revised the clock, now 32 seconds to go. 3rd and 10 for Detroit. Shotgun for Goff. It is Jahmyr Gibbs in at running back. 4-wide receiver set. Goff back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Fires. This ball is caught for a first down. Forward progress will give Detroit the first down. Josh Reynolds on the reception. Reynolds, his first catch of the game here. And a good find by Goff. I thought that was a very risky throw at first, but he found a way to get it in there. Beat the zone defense, found the soft spot, and moved the chains. From the 31, here's Detroit, and an offsides penalty on the Bears. Or no. Oh, end of the first quarter. Never mind. Looked like offsides, but the Bears lucked out. So, at the end of one, the Bears are up 7-0 over Detroit. What do we think, people? One quarter's over, the Bears are winning. That means they're going to win, right? Right? What do we think about that first quarter from the Bears? Guys could comment, let us know, of course. Also, a great opportunity to reset. This is Jon Zaghloul, John Meadows directing and producing. This is Sports Talk Chicago. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Hit that like button. Hang out with us throughout the week. We don't just do live game day stuff. We do videos all week. Hit up our great affiliates, too, at the top of your screen. So we're on 6 radio and TV stations every week providing Sports Talk Chicago, the show. So hit up WKAN and 105.5 The Ticket across Kankakee and Wilmington, Joliet, ACTV in Aurora, Cities 92.9 Talk FM in Bloomington, Normal, WJOB in Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland, and JED TV. Probably a long shot, but also if anybody is tuning in right now, too, and I put this out on a couple of posts this past week, and you own a station, you own a show, or, a station, TV, radio, and you want to put us on your airwaves, comment or, email us with the email that we have in our YouTube channel description. We would love to add more affiliates and keep the list growing. We got nothing out of the turnover. That's a great point, Jim. And I'm not saying you have to capitalize on every turnover, but the Bears converted on 4th down, then eventually punted anyways. That was tough to see. I think we're going to lose in the second half like always because our coaches want to be cute, says G.O. More interested in how Fields plays rather than how the Bears do against a much better team. Yeah, I've looked at Jeff's stats a lot. His best are in the first quarter. They are. And they get progressively worse as the game moves on. The key is going to be, as you said, yes, does he show up in the third and fourth quarter? Can he grow and show some sort of growth in that regard? Because, historically speaking, those are his weakest quarters. We're appreciative of everybody hanging out and tuning in. Fun day for football, fun day just to hang out and enjoy each other's company. Another Bears game, another opportunity to get together. First quarter stats, the Bears really swept the floor, mopped the floor with Detroit. We'll see how Detroit responds here. It's 1st and 10. From the 31, Goff fakes the handoff, has time, going to go deep downfield. Goff fires, incomplete. Flags fly late. This could be a penalty on the Bears. It could be a costly one, too. Pass interference. Defense. Jalen Johnson, Mr. Moneybags, with the pass interference, and that's going to move people downfield pretty quick. Detroit's going to move into Bear territory. Can't be making those types of mistakes if you want the big payday. So, Detroit moves deep into Bear territory. It's going to be 1st and 10. From the Bear 35, here's Goff. Handoff. Gibbs up the middle. Flags fly. Gain of maybe 4. David, great to see you, by the way, too. David out in Australia, hanging out with us at work on what, Monday morning? Good to see you, man. Holding now on Detroit. They're going to move back a little bit. Still 1st down. So a couple of penalties in a row, one by each team. Still a net gain for the Lions, but they're going to be moved back after the hold. First and 20. From the 45, it's Goff out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Goff looking downfield. Intercepted. Edwards with the pick. And Jared Goff again throws an interception. Wow, I am stunned at this Bears defense and their ability to make Goff throw picks. Really amazing. Bears going to have the football near midfield again. Yeah, what is going on? If the Bears get no points from this, the Lions will definitely gain momentum. That's a fair point. I don't know what it is, too. I mean, I remember, I'm sure you guys do, 2018, the Sunday Night Football game, Goff and the Rams against Trubisky and the Bears, and how many picks that Goff threw. I don't know if it's just a Bears thing. I don't really understand it, but Goff does struggle against Chicago for whatever reason. Really shouldn't be this year, too, because their pass defense is horrible, but so far today, 2 dumb decisions on Goff's part. That's turned into 2 interceptions. Got 93 of you here hanging with us. We appreciate it, too. Did we start with... Oh, no, we didn't yet. Not yet, Ron, but you're welcome to comment. Martinsburg, West Virginia. We usually do that during halftime, but I don't mind. Great to see you, my friend. Martinsburg, WV. That's the home of Tyson Bagent, right? Eberflus, let's see here. Bears do nothing with gifts. No, they don't. No, they do not. And Melvin, thank you for the kind words, my friend. Doing a great job. Packers score. They're up 7-3. Okay, good for the update. Edwards with the pick. Big opportunity now for the Bears to make something happen and go up by 2 possessions. And only a spoonful enjoying the stream. Thank you. 2 interceptions for Goff in his last 4 pass attempts. So here we go. Tunyon in motion. First and 10 for the Bears. It's Fields out of the shotgun from the 37. And not much doing there. Tough play. I don't know what the hell that even was. But no gain. A loss of a lot there for the Bears on that first play. Going to be 2nd down and long. That was bad. Goff went through his reads, threw that ball off his back foot, and just made a mistake. I don't know what kind of a play that was. 2nd and 12. Fields out of the shotgun. Lewis in motion. Foreman, minute running back. 2nd and 12. Moore now in motion. 1 on the clock. That's a delay of game, or it should be. I'm surprised they didn't. Now they threw the flag. Yep. Delay of game of the Bears. Now it's going to be 2nd and 17. So after the interception, the Bears shoot themselves in the foot twice, and they move back 7 yards. Second and 17, 13:40 to go. Shotgun for Fields. 4 wide receiver set. Back to pass. Fields. Pocket collapsing. Fires. This ball is caught. And the ball comes out. Ball is out. Who has it? And Detroit has the ball. Fumble. And a Bears player's hurt. Tyler Scott on the catch. He caught it, made a football move, and that ball came out. Foreman thought he had it. Foreman now is hurt. and the Lions recover. Wow. And Foreman, there was like a man pile on top of Foreman to get that football. Of course he's hurt. That's not good. But the Lions have it. And Foreman's still down on the ground. Now he's getting up. That was a tough play. He's limping off gingerly. I can't believe he even got up. There were like 8 guys on top of him, and he was on his back. I feel bad for Foreman. But the fumble by Scott. And now an opportunity for Detroit. So once again, the Bears get a turnover, don't score anything. That's what losing teams do, by the way. First and 10 for Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Goff, a lot of time, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run the football. Goff slides at the 30. By the way, they're already in Bears territory. Second and 6. Goff under center. David Montgomery on the handoff, and Montgomery gains about 2. Good job of the Bears defense to stop him short of the first down. As the Packers score their first touchdown of the game, they're up 7-3 over the Chargers in Green Bay. Third and 3. Gibbs in at running back, and Goff out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set for Detroit. Hand off to Gibbs. Gibbs bounces to the outside, gets the first down and more. Gibbs fouled against blockers. Gain of 15. Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs had some good blocking downfield. Finally, Eddie Jackson amongst one of the players to hit him out of bounds, but what a run by Gibbs. Montgomery and Gibbs in. Montgomery is taking the snap. Wildcat formation. And Montgomery's going to run. Montgomery to the outside up to the 9-yard line. A Wildcat on that play. Four-yard gain after the trickery from Detroit. Detroit at the Bears' 9-yard line. Second and 6. They're about to tie this one up. Goff under center. Calls out an audible. Hand off, Montgomery. Gain of 2. Third down to come for Detroit. Going to be third down and 5. If the Bears can hold Detroit to a field goal, that'd be a big win for their defense considering where Detroit started and how they acquired the football. Third and 5, it's Goff out of the shotgun. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. A flip to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who ran up the middle. Looks like he got enough for the first down. Going to be close. If he got it, it's going to be first and goal. I think they got it. Going to be close to see how they measure it. Geez, where his knees went down, and maybe he might even be a couple of inches short. Now it's going to be first and goal. So the Lions convert on 3rd and 5, and now they have a prime opportunity from the Bears, too. Amon-Ra St. Brown lines up as the running back. Now he goes in motion. Goff fires, and it's nearly intercepted. Would have been Jalen Johnson who had an opportunity to return that all the way back to the other side for a touchdown. Instead, he drops the football. It's 2nd and goal. And that could have really changed the course of the game. Oh, Johnson just could not hold on to the ball. And that's a tough one to swallow for Bears fans. Ooh. Johnson off the field on this play. He's pouting on the sideline. Meanwhile, here comes Detroit on 2nd and goal. Handoff, and Gibbs will waltz in for the touchdown, untouched. So Jahmyr Gibbs makes it 7-6. Here's their opportunity to tie this one up as well. Here comes the PAT from Detroit. Kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. JJ wants $20 million to not pick it off. Exactly. Yep. How can you pay JJ big money when he can't make big money plays? Line of the day there from Shannon. The Kool-Aid isn't tasting so good right now. Yeah, I'm sure it isn't. Need some more sugar in there. Yeah, I mean, is anybody really surprised, though? Come on. We all knew this was going to happen. The Bears, they forced 2 interceptions. They scored 0 off those 2 picks. Now, all of a sudden, the game's tied, and people are like, what the hell? No, we knew that this was going to occur. We knew that this was going to happen. Good teams capitalize on turnovers just like that. Bruce perfectly said, right? Got the Lions in a situation where they force a fumble, they get the ball inside the Bears' 40, and they score right away. And now the game's tied. Meanwhile, the Bears picked off Goff twice and scored 0, not even a field goal, off of those turnovers. Well, that's the name of the game. And then Jalen Johnson drops a for sure pick, if not potentially a pick 6. Would have also made it 14-0. Instead, it's 7-7. Now, and people aren't going to want to hear this, but this is the truth, here's where Justin Fields has to step up. Here's where Justin Fields has to be the leader that he's supposed to be and win a game. And we'll see if he does that. I am not buying it right now. But this is his opportunity to step up and silence the critics and win a game. Nobody's arguing that Jalen should have been a pick 6. We were talking about Scott, who's replacing Bayless, just fumbled 2. No, I mean, Johnson should have at least had the pick. I'm not even going to say a pick 6. JF1 needs to stand up and lead the team to a win. Jalen Johnson, $20+ million a year, LOL. Yep. Scott has a lot of potential. Scott is a rookie. He's not just around because of agent, but that was a really tough fumble, tough situation for him. Unfortunate. The Lions only 8 plays, 34 yards. Ended with a Jahmyr Gibbs 2-yard TD run. Remember, it was all set up by the Tyler Scott fumble. No, Scott did get peanut punched. You look back at the replay, that wasn't a Fields thing. He just, bad situation for him. Travis Homer back to return for the Bears, and here comes the kick now from Detroit. It's all tied up at 7, 9:23 to go. Second quarter. Homer wants nothing to do with it. Through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Having a good time with all of you here with us. Remember, if you're just hopping on in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Jon Zaghloul here with you. John Meadows directing and producing. This is Sports Talk Chicago. Fields. From the 25, it's first and 10. Out of the shotgun. Hand off. Up the middle, it's Herbert who gets nothing. Maybe one. Maybe one. Second and 9 now. 9 flat to go. Second quarter. All tied up at 7. Field so far today, 7 of 10, 56 yards. Not a horrible game. Doing good so far. Fields also with 39 yards on the ground running. Second and 9. Kmet in motion. Fields under center. Now Mooney in motion. Hand off up the middle. It is Herbert. Gains a little bit more. Going to be third down and 5. Third and 5. Lions fans on their feet, hoping to stop Fields and company. The Bears are 0 of 2 on third down conversions. Mooney in motion, trips to the far side for the Bears. It's Fields under the shotgun. Pressure from Detroit. Fields, with time, fires. That ball is caught by Herbert. Did he get enough for the first down? And it looks like he did. Move the chains. Herbert gets just enough. And the Bears are bailed out. First and 10. It was close, but they got it. Quick check down from Fields to Herbert, and he did the rest. Blessings to this channel. Go Bears. I'm smelling an upset today. Clint, great to see you, my friend. First and 10 from the 35. Fake the handoff. Fields in trouble. Fires, and it's caught. What a catch by Mooney. And he gets a first down and much more. And a good throw by Fields, who was under pressure. Throwing across his body to make that play. Wow, nearly got hit. And Mooney was right on target. .6:55 to go, first and 10. Mercedes Lewis lines up as the fullback on this play. Now he goes in motion. Herbert in the backfield. Bears have a 4-wide receiver set. Fields, quick pass. Sideline. That ball is caught. Small gain there. EQ St. Brown on the reception. Maybe a gain of 5. And Clint, thank you, man. That was a heck of a play. That call from a couple of weeks ago. I appreciate also who said that. I'll look in a minute. Here is Herbert on the carry, second and 4. Minimal gain. Going to be third down and short to come. Mac Steele, dude, you sound like a pro radio guy. You got skills. Thank you, Mac. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, and I believe we posted that fumble recovery Vikings call as a short. So if you go on YouTube here, you can find the call. That was something. That was a great play, great call, great situation for sure. Third and 2. Shotgun for Justin. Fields is going to run it himself on third down, and he does not have enough. He is short by a yard. Big stop by Detroit, fourth down for the Bears. Not a good call there. 4th and 1 officially. Yeah, I didn't like that. Not really good blocking, but why are they running the football with Fields on a designed run on 3rd and 2? To the outside. That made no sense. 4th and 1, 5:15 to go. The Bears have the offense on the field, and they're going to go for it here. Here's Fields out of the shotgun. Bears are 1 of 1 today. Fields is shotgun on 4th and 1. They're going to run the football. They get the first down. Roshan Johnson. And the Bears move the chains and keep that clock moving. Didn't like a shotgun call on a 4th and 1, but they made it work. 1st and 10. Johnson a 5-yard gain on that run. More than enough for the first down. 4:30 to go. I formation for the Bears. Komet in motion. Fake the handoff. Fields rolls out. Fires downfield. It is, nearly intercepted. Incomplete is the call, fortunately. DJ Moore, the intended target, but nearly a pick. Ooh, that was close. Oh, my goodness. It was almost simultaneously caught. That was close. Second and 10, it's Fields. Out of the shotgun. Handoff, nothing. Oh, a loss of 2 even for Deontay Foreman. Not even his fault. That was a dumb play. 3rd and 12. Maybe the Bears are going to have to kick a field goal at the end of the day here because... Oh, it looks like, their Fields is bleeding, it seems. He has a little bit of a wrapping on his thumb. 3rd and 12 right here. Lions fans on their feet. They want to stop. From the 29-yard line, Fields is bleeding. 3rd and 12. Shotgun. Here's Fields. Fields passes. This ball is caught. DJ Moore. Past the 20. Moore near the first down marker. He got it. DJ Moore. He does the work and moves the chains. Moore almost taken down, broke a tackle, and just kept moving. And that's why you pay him the big bucks. Moore keeping things moving. 2:50 to go. Second quarter, 1st and 10, Bears in the red zone. Fields is running the football, going to the outside, and he has to slide. Loss of 2. Not much there for the Bears and Fields on that play. 2nd down and 12 to come. Good job by the Detroit defense to sniff that one out. 2:28 to go. The Bears are going to have to call one more play before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun for Fields. Mooney in motion. Fields back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Fields in trouble, and he is tripped up, stays on his feet, and gains about 5 yards. Nice job by Fields to stay up. Turns that into a gain instead of a loss. 2-minute warning has come. 1:55 to go. Second quarter. Bears need a couple of more yards. 3rd down inside the red zone. The Baltimore, sheesh, how hard is this? JF1 having a good game. A score here will make it for sure a good half. He needs to throw it away there, not lose yards. That play was horrible. Yep, that was the preceding play. Well, let's see what the Bears do here. Inside the red zone, going to be a 3rd down situation to come. See how this one goes. Lions will get the ball in the second half. Dr. Ramirez. Bears got it to start this game. It is 7-7. That's a fair point. I know, it's been frustrating to watch at times from the Bears, but It's not a blowout yet. It's tight. See how the second half goes and how that ends up shaking out, but interesting to see. Certainly a defensive battle so far. We're playing tight and still complaining. We're never satisfied, LOL. I think, Ron, it's the anticipation of what's going to come. I think everybody knows kind of what's up the pipe. We're trying to objectify and look at this game from an objective lens, but everybody just has a deep feeling of how this one's going to end and what's going to happen in the second half. I think that's what it is. They need a TD or the game is over. I don't trust the Bears to make any second half adjustments. And I mean, that's what I just said, Doctor. Yep, same thing. So here we go. Back to the action. It's 3rd and 6. 1:55 to go. 7-7. Remember, the Bears are inside the red zone, inside Lions territory. Third and 6. Fields still bleeding, holding on to his towel. 1:55 to go. Fields out of the shotgun. Fields back to pass. Fires as he's hit. Incomplete. He was hit hard, too, on that play. No flag. Herbert, the intended target. 4th down and 6. And the Bears are going to have to kick a field goal. Man, he was really hit hard. Horrible blocking. But no opportunity there. Way overthrew Herbert. See what the Bears do here. It's going to be Santos. A short kick. 31 yards officially. Here it comes. Kick is up, and it's good. So from 31, the Bears get 3 more. It's 10-7. Remember, with about 1:50 to go, Lions still have 3 timeouts and a good opportunity to score and take the lead. What do we think about that? I mean, hey, they did score something, but I'll tell you, it felt like they should have done more. Felt like they should have done more there. Well, the good news is there's going to be a better pick. What's really funny is that even if the Bears win today, some of us will still complain, and I'm probably one of those people. I hope JF leaves this game healthy, better than going backwards or a turnover, for sure. Santos was the MVP of the game last week for the Bears. That's right, B. Wicked, he was. $113 if you're here with us now. Remember, if you're just hopping in, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hang out with us here on today's live stream of the Bears and Lions. Hey, we're still going to be with you for the next one. 2 hours at least as we call the rest of this one. Going to be a halftime show, going to be a post-game show. So stay with it right here and keep it with us. Jon Zaghloul and John Meadows directing and producing. Having a good time here on this Sunday afternoon as the Bears currently, believe it or not, have a lead over Detroit 10-7. Going to be a dumpster fire come the second half. Fields isn't a second half QB. McDaniels might end up being one of the worst coaches of all time, right up there with Adam Gase. So, yeah, Josh McDaniels. He's fired, and ever since Antonio Pierce, who's had no coaching experience, took over, the Raiders are 5-5 right now. So, Yep, not a surprise. There were people campaigning to bring McDaniel here to Chicago. I don't know why that was, but I'm happy that that did not work out, and would have been a huge mistake if they did it. He sucks. Horrible coach, and from what I've heard, not even a good, not really a good even human being behind the scenes from reports that we've read. Those are public reports too. 10-7, 1:47 to go. And Santos is going to kick this one up for the Bears. No return for the Lions. They'll have the ball with 1:47 to go. John Campbell, I remember as a kid, I sent out like 50 to 60 letters to pro football and baseball players saying I was a fan, asking for their autograph. Only one replied with an autograph pick, Sweetness himself. That's an awesome story. Walter Payton, great man, good guy. Great football player as well. Very cool story. Something that he certainly would do. Here's Goff out of the shotgun. Gibbs in at running back here. 1st and 10. Goff back to pass. Fires. This ball's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, first down. He's getting up. They're hustling. 2-minute drill here for Detroit. St. Brown, a quick pass caught across the middle, did the rest himself, and gained 10 yards. Moved the chains. Goff is 5 of 10 today for 44 yards and 2 picks. Shotgun for Goff. 1st and 10. Quick pass. This one caught again. Amon-Ra St. Brown again up the middle. First down up near the 50, and the Lions continue to move. $1:10 to go. From their own 48, here's Detroit. Goff, shotgun. Back to pass, quick pass, cross the middle, another catch, and they move up into Bear territory. Gibbs on the reception. Three straight quick completions, and all of a sudden, the Lions are in Bear territory. It's 2nd and 2. Shotgun. Goff passes. Out of bounds. What would the Bears' record be if the game ended at halftime? Probably undefeated or close to it. 44 seconds to go. Clock is stopped. It's 3rd and 2 for Jared Goff and company as they drive quickly downfield. Goff now 7 of 13, 66 yards, 2 picks. Lions now near field goal range already. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun for Goff. Gibbs in motion. Trips to the near side for Detroit. Goff back to pass. Fires across the middle. This one's caught. Great catch there by Detroit. They moved the chains again. That was Williams on the reception. Timeout called. So the Lions burn their first timeout. It's 10-7. I mean, I think the Lions are going for a touchdown. I really don't think they're just going to settle for a field goal here because they're going to get the ball back on top of it. They really want to bury the Bears. If I were the coach, if I were the Lions here, I'd want to bury the Bears. I'd want to go for a TD right here, then do it again in the next half. Shotgun for Goff. Back to pass. Quick pass. This one caught. It's Gibbs who makes the catch. Did not get out of bounds. 2nd down to come. .33 seconds to go. 2nd and 2. Shotgun for Goff. Big pass. This one's caught. And a big gain to come. Gibbs to the 10. Stevenson on the hit. 1st and goal. So Jared Goff and company making something happen. The Lions are inside the red zone. Going to be a 1st and goal situation to come. Gibbs hit hard on that play by Stevenson. And the Lions burn one more timeout, too. Now, they got their field goal guy ready on the sidelines. Patterson, their kicker. But, I mean, if I were them again, I'd be going for this touchdown here. Riley Patterson, though, ready to go in case they want to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, though. Shotgun for Goff. First and goal from the 9. Goff back to pass. Got some time. Going to throw that ball out of bounds. Incomplete is the call. Fox is having an issue with their clock, by the way, just to let you guys know if you're watching at home. I'm seeing it as well. Wonder if they're debating if that's intentional grounding or not. Maybe not, but it looked like it. Shotgun for Goff. Second and goal. It's a handoff. Gibbs with some gains. 15 seconds to go. Third and goal. And the Lions take a final timeout. Wonder if they're going to go for the end zone, essentially throwing the ball. If they don't score, then they're going to have some time left to kick the ball, take the points here. Probably the strategy if I were them. Curious to see how they want to play this one out, though. So third and goal, 16 seconds to go. Here comes Detroit. Shotgun for Goff. 5 wide receiver set. Goff back to pass. Fires to the end zone. This ball is caught for a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. What a catch! And the Lions make it 13-10. What a play! I can't believe he caught that football. Such a narrow window. It looks like he got it. That ball did not hit the ground, and it certainly crossed the plane. What a catch by St. Brown. The PAT from Patterson is up and good. 14-10 Detroit. And the Lions are going to get the football as well in the second half. What a play. I mean, hey, credit to where credit's due. I don't know how St. Brown made that catch. I don't know how Goff fitted into that small, tiny hole. As a football guy, I mean, you got to appreciate that precision. It's 14-10. So the Bears are going to get the football here. They're probably going to knee it and run into the locker room because that's what they do. They like to wave the white flag. What a catch. Steelers down 10-0 at the half. Thank you, Be Wicked. Good to know. Here comes the kick. A long and high kick. The Bears want nothing to do with it. It's going to be a touchback. They're going to be at their own 25 with 11 seconds to go. Hail Mary time? As Dr. Ramirez said, Shane Peterman is an actor, else we could bring him in for a Hail Mary. That was they're showing that replay. What a catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and what a throw by Jared Goff. Wow. I mean, I was stunned by that play. How? Yeah, the Bears are going to need it. And that'll be it. So we head to the half in Detroit, and the Bears are trailing 14-10. Lions will get the ball to start off the second half. We're going to run through the highlights around the rest of the league, get to know where everybody's from here today, and discuss what happened in the first half. All that's coming up here on Sports Talk Chicago. Stay with us. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hang out here with us today. So here we go, Cowboys and Panthers to start off our highlight package here. Dak Prescott and company. Dak back to pass on this one and found Luke Schoonmaker for an 18-yard TD reception. Cowboys up 10-3 over Carolina near the half. Chargers, Packers. Looks like Joey Bosa got hurt and actually had to go to the locker room. That's not good. Chargers with a 51-yard TD just as of late. 10-7 Chargers late in the second quarter. Giants, Commanders. DeVito getting the start for the Giants against Washington and Sam Howell, and DeVito looking okay. 40-yard TD to Darius Slayton. And the Giants are up 14-3 over the Commanders. Steelers and Browns, two 6-3 teams. Deshaun Watson out for the year in Detroit or in Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the rookie, got the start. And the Browns are up 10-0 at the half. Raiders, Dolphins. I know two people at that game today. Tua with a TD pass to Salvon Ahmed. 14-10 Dolphins over the Raiders late in the second quarter. Jaguars, Titans. Will Levis, the starting QB down there against Trevor Lawrence, and Lawrence looking good. TD pass to the corner of the end zone. Calvin Ridley, 13-0 Jacksonville. Cardinals, Texans, C.J. Stroud. An electric player. Hand off to Devin Singletary, ran it all the way in for a touchdown. Singletary looking great so far today. And Stroud moments ago threw a 40-yard TD pass to Tank Dell. What a catch by Dell. 21-10 Texans all over the Arizona Cardinals, and those are your highlights. That's what's going on around the league. Panthers are losing 10-7. Jim, great to see you. Checking in for my alma mater. That's right, U Chicago. What do we think about that Bears game and that Bears first half, too? At the half in Detroit, 14-10. What are we thinking? Les, I am so done watching Fields. He might have played decent first half, but the glimpses of him holding the ball in the pocket way early. Fields is a wildcat QB at best. I wish we had Stroud. Whenever I see Stroud, I think, why isn't Justin looking like that? Bears are still in the game. Should be 14-13. Fields always has slow delivery and unable to anticipate open wide receivers. Fair point. Was Fields holding the ball too long, if not running? He's looked better today. I mean, he's still run the football a decent amount. They have had many designed runs so far. I mean, Fields, from a statistical perspective, is looking good, but it's a very conservative game plan from what I've seen so far today. It's very, hey, let's make sure he doesn't make a mistake. And he hasn't yet, which is great, but at the end of the day, the Bears are losing, and it's probably only going to get worse. Typical Bears game ever. Good first drive. Chance to put up more points. They don't. Then we lose the lead and all momentum in the second half. And, yep, I mean, it's a blueprint for Bears football, and that's probably what's going to happen here in this second half. One near INT, he did. Fields had one near INT. Want to take this opportunity, too. Again, 84 of you here with us. Maybe going to be missing some people who were with us earlier. But as we do every week here on STC, here in our games at halftime, want to know where you're watching from. We're going to give your name a shout-out, your city, state, all a shout-out. We have had people check in from the UK and Australia, Canada, California, Alaska. So please comment. Tell us where you're watching from. City, states. We're going to make sure we shout you out and where you're at. Be Wicked out in Pittsburgh, PA. Our guy Be Wicked. Our resident Mitch Trubisky spy out in Pittsburgh, PA. Good to see you, my friend, as always. Great to have you here with us. Jim, you're checking in, of course, from Hyde Park, University of Chicago, my alma mater. Are you on campus today, Jim, or just in the area? I know you said you're checking in specifically from there. Ron S., Martinsburg, West Virginia, by way of Melrose Park, Illinois. Appleton, Wisconsin. Still here from Harrisburg, PA. Gabe, G.O. out in Appleton. Ron, of course, out in Martinsburg, West Virginia, by way of Melrose Park. Cal, Lockport, Illinois. Yes. Oh, man. I pass through Lockport every day on my way to work. So, Lockport, beautiful area. Only Bayless Jones can win the Bears this game. Yeah, right. Go Porters. That's right. Salina, Ohio. Grand Lake, St. Mary's. John, I've lived in Hyde Park most of my life. I've been blessed. Great. Yes. And yeah, Cal, go Porters for sure. Good baseball program, good football program, nice baseball field. I love their baseball field. Over there off of, off of Division. Beautiful area. Montrose, Iowa, next to Fort Madison. Very nice, Wade. Iowa, beautiful. Deepwood, Southern Illinois, far from the big city. Hey, Southern Illinois is nice. You down Marion, maybe further south. That's a beautiful area down there. I like that area, actually. Been there a couple of times. Beautiful spot in Illinois. People forget that really is Illinois. Watching from Texas. Great to see you, Collins K85. For those of you knocking Bayless Jones, you got to admit he makes the game more exciting. He certainly does with his consistent mistakes and fumbling. He certainly does. Makes the game more in reach for other teams to come back and win. So, and if you like intrigue, if you like mistakes, if you like the Bears losing late, you could go trust Bayless Jones to make sure he fumbles the football and screws you over. Continue to let us know where you're from, your name, where you're from, city and state where you're watching from today. We're going to make sure we shout out as many cities as possible. Sterling Heights, North Metro to Detroit. All of Palm 63, great to see you. North Metro Detroit, yes. Sterling Heights. EU Copenhagen, wow, look at that. International audience, Copenhagen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, 00, the Blue Air. Bayless Jones isn't active today, Jim, so we're not going to be able to see Bayless lose the game for the Bears, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you feel. Fraser Park, California. Pierce, great to see you. Got our first Californian of the day here with us. I know we've had some in the past as well. Bears fans all over the globe hanging out. Let's see. Bellevue, Florida. Florida, yes. You got it, Jim. Great audience. Appreciative and thankful for all of you for tuning in here today. As always, as you always do, but certainly appreciative of it today. Love this group. Love the people who come on in. We always have a fun time. It's fun to be here again with you on a beautiful Sunday afternoon to call what should be another great game. Rick from Naperville. Oh, I love Naperville. But listening from Sarasota, Florida. Beautiful areas on both sides of it. Rick, great to see you here with us, too. Desperately hanging on to my optimism. The Bears make it difficult, though. Got to start scoring points after those turnovers. It's not allowed to show replays. Yeah, so 00 Blue Air, we do not show replays or do not show any game footage. So that way we don't get copywritten or taken down. So the whole concept is if you can't see the game with your own eyes, you can hear me talk about it as I watch it off the screen and let you know what's happening. It is a beautiful day for football and a close game so far. Yeah, JF, Justin Fields was bleeding. Not out of his thumb, but out of his hand or something. So that was interesting. Melvin Murphy out in Forest Park. Yes, of course. Don't worry, Fields. There's plenty of blood left. Oh, boy. Let's see here. The Bears needed that stop before halftime. Yes, they did. And they didn't get it. Now the Lions are going to have the football first on top of it. So, you never know what's going to happen now, which is unfortunate. Grew up in Des Plaines, listening from Stillwater, Minnesota. Ooh, Viking territory. Listening to the Bears struggle is depressing enough. Trade Gutsy, do you think Eberflus could be finished or fired before the end of the season? The Bears don't fire coaches midseason. Nope. What's going to happen to Eberflus is he's just going to get fired at the end of the year. I mean, if they didn't fire Matt Nagy midseason, they're not going to fire Eberflus midseason. Our Salina High School football team's going to state semifinals. They're better than the Bears. I'm sure they probably would beat the Bears, maybe. I don't know about that far, but that's great to hear. Yeah, a lot of teams, even here in suburban Illinois, also doing some big things, especially out in the western suburbs, too. I've been following, just a little bit, reading articles and catching up on some local preps football. A lot of teams making things happen. Come on, guys, we're going to win this. We got it, LOL. I mean, they're only down by 4, right? I mean, who knows what could happen? I mean, in fairness to everybody, the Bears are dominating time of possession. They have less turnovers, but they're pretty much now even in rushing yards and passing yards. And Detroit's 6 of 6 on third down conversions. Jim Harbaugh has not been fired. He's just been suspended, Jim, for 3 games. So he'll be back when Michigan's going to be in the college football playoff. Well, just about ready to get back to the action. Jairo Santos is back to kick this one off. One more half to go. Great to be here with all of you. Sports Talk Chicago, Jon Zaghloul and John Meadows, and here we go. The kick is back, and it's a touchback for Detroit. Thank you, Ryan, for hanging out with us. We got Goff under center. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery alone in the backfield. DePorter in motion. And off, Montgomery up the middle. Montgomery with a hole. Here goes David Montgomery. Oh, my goodness, 20 yards on that run. David Montgomery. Wow, he just weaved right through the Bears defense. Wow. And we're back at it right away out of the half. Here comes Detroit. What a run by David Montgomery. First and 10, and all of a sudden Detroit's at the 45, right near midfield. Goff a quick pass. This ball is incomplete. The last two drives on possessions in the first half, the Lions looked great, 109 yards. So Lions have turned it around after their first two drives with the football, which ended in 2 interceptions. Shotgun for Goff. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. It's a handoff to David Montgomery, and Montgomery gains 9 more. How about David Montgomery? We expected this, and we're seeing it come to fruition here. Montgomery averaging 6 yards per carry right now. 3rd and 2. Goff out of the shotgun. Goff back to pass. And he is sacked. The Bears get a big sack on Goff. Jack Sanborn, one of the many in on that play. Great to hear Jack Sanborn's name. And how about that play? Sanborn, wow, just a free blitz off the side. Nobody even touched him. Great play. 4th down, and here should come the punt from Detroit. Here it comes. The punt. Taylor calls for a fair catch at the 15. So the Bears are inside their own 20. That's where they're going to be starting. Jack Sanborn, a big sack, making something happen. And the Bears are going to have the football in a second. So 14-10 going to be Bears football. They're going to be at their own 15 here early 3rd quarter. A lot of time left. We'll see what they do. I want to update the live stats here. Really want to see what Montgomery has now. Montgomery, 49 yards already on 8 carries, 6.1 yards per carry. Justin Fields, 11 of 16, 103 yards. I mean, really not horrible. Also 43 rushing, no TDs, no picks. Not a horrible game on his part. And the question is, as we get here in the second half, Fields could play like this continually. He could go maybe 20 of 25 for 250 yards, no TDs, no picks. The question is this, though, will he lead the Bears to a win? It's fine to have an okay game and be a game manager. I have no problem with that, but is he going to actually be a reason why they win here today? And that's going to be the question. That's going to be something we're going to have to see here in this second half. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Fields turnover incoming. I'll tell you what, and people could hate on it or not, but 4th quarter, pick 6, it's happened, 3 times this year from Fields already? So, at this point, it's a pattern, so it might have to be anticipated. I mean, it happens way too often. with Justin Fields, with him having the football. So, we're going to have to see how this one plays out. Right, at least one fumble and one pick. JF does need to deliver, Victoria, exactly. And we're going to see if he does today. I hope he does, but, we'll see. Here we go. So it's Fields out of the shotgun. D'Onta Foreman back after the injury. He's in at running back. 1st and 10 from the 15. Fields back to pass. Got a lot of time. He fires across the middle. 5-yard gain. This one caught. DJ Moore up to the 20. Second and 5. Fields under center. I formation. Mercedes Lewis in motion. Hand off to Foreman. Foreman up the middle. Foreman with some room to run. Here goes D'Onta Foreman past the 30. And a big gain for Foreman. First down. And now Foreman's a little bit slow to get up. And he might be hurt again. Oh, and he's down on the ground. Yeah. A nice gain for Foreman. And all of a sudden, he's down on the ground again. He has really gotten beat up so far today. Got hit hard. Rolled up. Ooh, that one hurt. Very unfortunate to see. Foreman so far today, 1 TD. That was his biggest run of the day. 14 yards in total for him and an injury timeout on the field. Obviously, the Bears have Rojo and Herbert ready to go, but Foreman has really done a good job these past couple of weeks. He's kind of turned into the Bears' RB1, but really has gotten beaten up today, unfortunately. And maybe it could be time to give him a rest. Just a reminder, friends, as you hang out with us, to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Appreciative of all of you for your support, for your viewership, especially this week. We've had so many views this week. Thank you to all of you. So we really appreciate all of your support and help. Just hit that like. Big thumbs up for all of us if you enjoy what you're seeing. And I know we have a lot of people here with us already, too, which is awesome. 100 of you here with us right this second, which is really cool. Foreman is playing hurt, man. He hasn't gotten a up from a tackle yet. I know it seems like he is playing hurt. He is beat up, and to his credit, again, he's making things happen. Patrick is not in right now either. I sometimes disagree with you, John, but it's always a good listen. Well, thank you, Ron. We don't have to agree on everything. There are a lot of people who really don't agree with me on everything, but they continue to tune in, and that's okay. It's just sports, opinions. It's an opinions business. It's not always a fact business. So we appreciate the opportunity for fellowship and for joining and enjoying this opportunity to connect. Hit the likes, folks. 100 listening. Thank you, Gio. And here's Foreman. He is limping off the field. Looks like he might go into the blue medical tent, but he got hit in the head. Then, he got rolled up. Man, just a rough play, but a big gain for him. 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 33. Moore in motion. Fields, a lot of time. Now in trouble. Looking, fires. Caught by DJ Moore. First down. All right, so Moore with the catch. Nice crossing route across the middle, and Moore ended up just kind of hanging out near the sideline. Fields found him and made the throw. First and 10, Moore today, 5 catches, 50 yards, 7 targets. Big day for him. 11:10 to go, third quarter. More in motion. Handoff. Herbert. Gain of 6. Good run by Khalil Herbert. Fields today is 13 of 18 for 122 yards. Again, not a bad game. More of a conservative game, but it's working so far. Tyson Bagent standing on the sideline as well. Don't know why they're profiling him. Mercedes Lewis in motion, I formation for the Bears on 2nd and 4. Here's a pitch and nothing doing. Wow. Right away, Herbert taken down by Branch in the backfield. That didn't work. Third down to come. That's a big loss, too. I want to see what happened on this play specifically. Oh, just no blocking. Yeah, no blocking at all. Detroit sniffed it out right away. 3rd and 10. 10 flat to go, third quarter, and the Lions could get a big stop right here and really stop the Bears in their tracks. The Bears at their own 47. Shotgun. Fields. And that should be a delay of game, and it will be. Yep, that was the right call. Bears are moving back another 5 more yards. Fields is talking with Feeney. Seemed to be a miscommunication between the center and the QB. Going to be 3rd and 15. Third down and 15 now for Chicago. The Bears, 44 penalty yards today. Fields out of the shotgun. Mooney in motion. Fields steps up, fires downfield. It is way off. Now a flag on the play as Fields is yelling at Feeney. Flag on the play. Illegal contact on Detroit, and the Bears are bailed out of a tough situation. Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, it looked like off the ball, but and Fields is yelling at Feeney. Okay. Well, here we go. It's 1st and 10 now. Yeah, they really lucked out there. From the Bears' own 47. Fields out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. And here's Johnson. Johnson breaks past the 40, gets inside Lions territory. So Roschon Johnson makes some headway, and a big gain for him. And the Bears have a first down. Shotgun for Fields. Fields. Back to, and a flag. Another flag on this one. Another false start on the Bears. They're going to move back 5 more yards. Still first down. Who's that on? Oh, look who it is. Darnell Wright. You know, this happens all the time. It happens every week with him. Everybody says, like PFF says, Darnell Wright's one of the best graded, offensive linemen. Can somebody tell me why? Because it seems like every week we bring him up in a negative light. He's either missing blocks, too many penalties. I know he's a rookie, but, we can't be praising somebody when there's not enough there to praise. I'm just saying. Got a 1st and 15 shotgun for Fields. Handoff. It's Herbert who gains 3. I don't know why everybody loves Darnell Wright, why the analytics love Darnell Wright when every week we say, penalty on Darnell Wright, false start on Darnell Wright, missing a block is Darnell Wright. Why? I don't understand. What are they using to measure that stuff then? Herbert in on this play as the running back in the backfield. He lines up now as a wide receiver. Fields out of the shotgun. Fields. Quick pass. Caught. Gain of maybe 1. Herbert on the reception. Third down to come. Third and 11 for the Bears. What will they do here? Detroit making noise. 7:30 to go. Bears are 2 of 6 on third down conversions. Shotgun for the Bears. Komet in motion. Trips to the far side. Here we go. Fields. Hands it off. Carry up the middle. Roschon Johnson is short. Up to the 35-yard line. Probably going to have to be a field goal here. Surprised they didn't pass the ball on that third down, but maybe they were playing for the field goal. Fields walks off the field. The Bears have a chance to make it 14-13 if they can hit it. So here's the attempt from Santos. 53 yards. The kick is up from 53. It is good. Cairo Santos. And it's 14-13. So Santos does his job as he usually does, and the Bears trail by 1 in the third quarter. I'm not going to consider that a win, but happy to at least salvage points. It could have gone way worse. Yeah, that's the only miss for Santos was against the Saints. He has been money otherwise. We call him Justin Field Goal in our house because the best you get is a field goal. Rarely you get a TD. That's funny. I like that. Justin Field Goal. That wasn't all on him, though. The penalties were not his fault. You got a center who just can't even snap the ball at the right time. Not his fault. Santos is a baller. Yes, he is. He has continued to make great kicks. Yeah, you're right. If they didn't run that football and they, got sacked or even incomplete, I don't think Santos would have made it. Getting those extra 5 yards did help to make it. $115 of you here with us now. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hang out with us. I was in the same boat, B-Wick, and I thought maybe that there would have been an opportunity for them to bring in a rookie and cut Santos, but he really is probably the most their best offensive weapon this year. Not joking. He is arguably their best offensive weapon. So here we go. Bears going to kick this one off. And Ron, you're right. It's a 1-point game for now. Detroit, for their sake, they really need a touchdown here to take control. I mean, if I were them, I'd be aiming touchdown. So here's Santos lining up, ready to kick. A line drive kick, and the Lions are going to return this ball at the 4-yard line. Return here for Detroit, and a big one at that. Ball comes out, but Bears have it. Bears have the football, a fumble, and the Bears have it. And it is Bears ball per the officials. And the return man's down on the ground hurt. How did that happen? Oh, man, what a hit. And the ball came loose. And Gates recovered it. And who made the hit? Stevenson made the hit. So Stevenson with the hit jarred the ball loose. Gates picks it up. And the Bears have the ball. Wow. Time to make something happen here now. If you're Chicago, you're going to be inside Lions territory after the fumble. The Bears trail by 1. Touchdown here would put them ahead. See what happens. Did we trade Bayless Jones to Detroit when I wasn't looking? We need to produce some points off that turnover. Yep, they got to score here. The third turnover that they've forced, right? And they haven't scored on the first two. Field goal isn't good enough here. Exactly. It's not. They need a TD. DeMarcus Gates was the one who recovered the ball. He's a linebacker, but mainly a special teams guy. So Stevenson jarred it loose, and Gates fell on the ball to make sure the Bears had it. Got to go get some more Kool-Aid, BRB. They got to target DJ Moore. Well, we'll see what they do here. That was a huge play, and now a huge opportunity for them to make something happen. (14-13). As the Lions have Reynolds going into the locker room, he was returning the play, or returning the kick. First and 10 for the Bears from the 40. It's Fields out of the shotgun. Trips to the far side for Chicago. Fields going to run it himself. Fields has some room. He breaks a tackle. And Fields gets 10 and pushed out of bounds pretty hard. And he flags. Doesn't seem to be so, but it's still a first down. Now some talking between both teams, pushing and shoving a bit. Offensive lineman sticking up for Fields after that push out of bounds. A little bit violent. Fields has 11 rushes for 56 yards here today. So here we go. Under center is Fields. EQ St. Brown in motion. Handoff. Herbert. Nothing. Maybe a gain of, actually not even a gain, maybe a loss of 1. Nothing doing there. Second down and 10. The Bears at the Detroit 28. Second and 10 to come. And Jones is walking off the field. talking to some people. I don't know what his problem is, but he's walking off now on his own power and taking his helmet off. And he looks pissed. I don't know what's going on over there with Jones. Something happened there. Wow, he's really angry. Slams his helmet on the ground. Here's Fields. Fields in trouble. Pocket collapsing. Fields is on his feet still, and he gains a couple of yards. Now a flag on the play. And it's on the Bears. Go figure. They're going to have a replay second down, probably holding, right? Darnell Wright, holding. See, second penalty again today for Darnell Wright on holding. Why is everybody... And that was... Yeah, that was a hold. That was dumb. All right, stupid move. So they're going to move back. Bears, 59 penalty yards. Shotgun for Fields. It's 2nd and 20. Fields, back to pass. Fields steps up, deep downfield, passes, caught, touchdown Bears, DJ Moore, and the Bears take the lead, 19-14. A big play, Fields and Moore connect. Right into his chest. 40-plus yard TD. The PAT is up, and it's good. 20-14. Bears on top. .441 to go, third quarter. So Moore and Fields make it happen. And the Bears have the lead late in the third quarter. All right. So for Braxton Jones, too, we're looking here. Let's see. Need to be evaluated by medical personnel. I don't know what's happening, though, with Braxton Jones. So if we get an update, we'll pass it along and let you know. John is the ultimate in calling plays. Hey, thank you. And Gabe, I'll cut that one up, and I'll post it after the game today. We'll put it up here on YouTube as a short. Wow. Okay, well, third quarter, 4:40-ish to go. Bears up by 6. What are we thinking now? I mean, still some time. See how this one ends up playing out. John on the mic. Yeah, thank you. In games where Moore gets 9-plus targets, the Bears are 3-1. Good stat, Ron. That's probably the stat of the day right there. It's a nice throw by Fields. Fields showing up. Yep, it was a good pass. So, I mean, Fields, that was a clutch play for sure. To his credit, a lot of football left, but the Bears right now do have the lead. And it was a great pass by Fields to get it right in stride for Moore. I don't know if Jones was ejected or not, too. Like I said, it said they were talking about medical personnel. I don't know. If I could find out, I'll pass it along because I want to know, too. But I'm not sure. DJ Moore, big game so far today, and that was a huge pass. Moore now has eclipsed the 100-yard mark again. Now has the touchdown, came through at a perfect time. Santos ready to kick this one off to Detroit. This will go through the back of the end zone. Touchback for Detroit. And now the pressure's on Jared Goff and company to make something happen. From the 25, here's Detroit. Shotgun for Goff. And a handoff up the middle. This is Gibbs. Gibbs, a nice run, 9 yards. Be Wicked, Pickett injured. Trubisky coming in. A Mitch Trubisky sighting. Mitch Trubisky alert out in Pittsburgh. Be Wicked, keep us updated over here. How that one's going. The Steelers were down earlier, so we'll see if that can inject some life into them. 2nd and 2, 8-yard gain on the run from Gibbs. Goff. Passes. Gibbs catches it. 1st down and more for Jahmyr Gibbs. Mike, congratulations. I've been listening, but I found out I'm going to be a grandpa for the first time, and this has been a good game so far. Congrats, Mike. It's 1st and 10, 3:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Goff under center. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. It is Gibbs. This time gets little to nothing. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Got a lot of Mitch lovers in this chat. I'm honestly surprised. I see how he does out there in Pittsburgh, even for a little bit. And yeah, Mike, congratulations. And thank you, Ron. Yeah, congratulations, Grandpa. 2nd and 9 for Detroit. Shotgun for Goff. Handoff. Gibbs up the middle, reverses directions, and he gets past the 45 up near the 46. 3rd down to come for Detroit. And yeah, Robbie, how about Tyreek Stevenson? He's having himself a game. 1 pick and a forced fumble. Certainly the best game of his young career. Great to see. Goff on 3rd down is 5 of 5 for 45 yards and a TD. 3rd and 6. Shotgun for Goff. Back to pass. Fires. Intercepted! Intercepted by the Bears again! And Goff can't believe it. Tremaine Edmonds picks off Jared Goff. The 3rd pick of the day for Goff. Not good for him. That's Edmonds' 2nd pick of the game. And the Bears now going to be near midfield with the football. And a chance to, believe it or not, score even more. Goff is totally screwing this game up for Detroit. Landon said it might have been tipped, and maybe it was, if they show the replay. No, John said the same thing off camera here. So, might have been tipped, unfortunately for Goff, but nevertheless, the Bears come through and take this one away. I'm guzzling so much Kool-Aid right now, I think I'm going to spew it. Spike it. Another pick for Gio. That's right, Gio, exactly. Yeah, this is shocking. But the defense coming through for the Bears. 3 picks and 1 fumble. Pick it back in out in Pittsburgh. 4th pick of the game by Goff. Flus and Fields are playing for their life. Yes, they are. And you could tell, you could see the urgency in both of their faces. That's actually Goff's 3rd pick today. So 3 picks for Goff. Ouch. Uncharacteristic of him for sure. But this Bears defense is pulling it away and making something happen. If Fields and the Bears can play this well the rest of this season, Fields stays, well, yeah, it will be true. Showing the replay of this one here. Yes, that ball was deflected. Tipped at the line, and that's why it was picked off. Dexter tipped the football. Shotgun for Fields. Herbert hit it running back. Bears at their Lions 43, and that's incomplete. So Dexter really made that play happen. That was a huge pick and a huge tip, I should say, and led to the interception. Great job. Third career game for Goff with 3+ picks. From the Detroit 43, 2nd and 10. Shotgun, Fields hands it off. It is Herbert up the middle. Going to be a critical 3rd down here to come. Critical in the sense that really the Lions need to stop. I know we got some time here, but you don't want this one to get too out of control if you're Detroit. As for the Bears, let's see what they can do to keep things moving. Scott checks in at wide receiver. 20-14, 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Moore also in. Roschon Johnson is the running back for this 3rd down situation. Third and 5. Shotgun for Fields. Hand off. Roschon. Got it. Roschon Johnson with the first down. So Johnson moving forward. With that second effort, he made something happen. First and 10, a minute 10 to go. Bears deep in Lions territory, certainly in field goal range. From the 32. Fields, quick pass. This one caught. DJ Moore on the wide receiver screen. He gets maybe 5. Moore, 7 catches, 96 yards, and a TD. Goff is single-handedly causing the Lions to lose this game. You're right, the Bears are outplaying the Lions in every phase. With the exception of running the football, you're 100% right. 2nd and 3, 30 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Trips to the far side for the Bears. Fields out of the shotgun. He is going to take this one himself. And might have gotten it up for the first down. It's going to be close. I think he dove and might have gotten it here. 14 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. And this will probably usher in the end of the 3rd. It's actually going to be 3rd down and 1. Bears are trying to rush to the line. Will they call a play here? There's 2 left on the clock. 1. And they don't get it off in time. End of the quarter. 1 quarter to go. Bears up by 6 over Detroit. Let's see here. Moore's 9 targets. Turnovers win games. Goff is not playing like he normally does. It's true. The rumor is the Bears will go 7-0 and make the playoffs. Don't take away the Bears. They got turnovers, 3 picks, 1 fumble. If they blew this, then they are bad again. Still a lot of game left. And, Michael, that's, I think, the key. There's a lot of game left. I'm not going to anoint them and say, yep, they're going to win it. There's a long time to go here. We're going to have to see how this one goes and plays out. Defense is winning this game for us, but Fields will get all the credit. Yeah, he will. That's why we're not going to be shifting the narrative here. So if you want authentic Bears talk, hang with us after the game so we can talk about what exactly occurred. Good or bad? What the hell was Alan Williams doing? Well, keep it at that. I'm sure, there have been rumors. J-Op equals glimpses of greatness. Consistency is all that is asked, and immortality is all that is seemed. Will take a lot to become a blowout for the Lions, so there's that. Score a freaking TD, put the game away. We've blown bigger leads with less time. Yeah, what about the Broncos game? Whoever mentioned the fourth quarter with Fields, that's going to be the key here. Is Fields going to fumble the ball and throw a couple of picks and blow it like he did against Denver, or is he going to hold on to it and keep things going? We're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, it's not over till it's over. So we'll see how this one ends up playing out, but it's certainly going to be a very, very much action-packed fourth quarter. So we're excited to see how it goes. Remember, hey, if you're just tuning in, we've got 130 of you here in with us now. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, please. Like button really helps out the algorithm, reach more people here in this fourth quarter. And subscriptions also help as well, of course. So give us that big old thumbs up as you hang out with us. It's going to be, oh my goodness, they tried to do a QB sneak here on 3rd and 1. I don't know if Fields got it. And even the officials are not giving him the first down. They went for a QB sneak on a 3rd down and 1. And I don't think they got it. I'd be stunned if they get that spot. And I think they're short. So it's going to be 4th down. And will Matt Eberflus learn? Should they take the points, right, or go for it? Now, it looks like they're going to go for it here. And if they get it, great. But if they don't, that could be a turning point for Detroit. So we'll see how this one goes. 4th and inches, and they're going to take the points. Actually, I don't mind this strategy from Matt Eberflus. They're going to kick the ball, take the points. It's 4th and 1. Yep, make it a 2-score game with this kick. As long as Santos makes it. He's missed from inside 40 before. Kick is up, and it's good. Santos hits it. 23-14. And I like them taking the points there. I actually did. People are going to criticize it. Good move. They need the points. They have made mistakes earlier this year in not taking points. That was a smart idea. Great decision. So the Bears are up 23-14. So 9-point game. Now, granted, I will agree with everybody who says this too, though. Oh, the Lions still have an opportunity. Now they do. I mean, yeah, hey, if they scored a touchdown on that drive and kept moving forward, that'd be a real statement. But it is a 9-point game. So we're going to have to see how this one goes moving forward. But overall, smart move to take the points and at least give yourself an extra cushion, a 2-score game cushion. I'm cool with that. I really am. So it's 14-12 to go, 23-14 the score. And Reynolds back to return after the fumble last time. And this is going to go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. I'm not okay with the kick. This will be why they lose. I guess we'll see. And, hey, that's a fair point. I see both sides of it. Texans, by the way, up 21-16. Should they win? Texans will be 6-4. How about that? With a rookie QB. I would say C.J. Stroud should be in the MVP conversation. Under center is Goff on 1st and 10. He rolls out. He's in trouble, and he is sacked! Montez Sweat! And Jared Goff is taken down hard. Ooh, he went down hard. He might be hurt. Ooh, on his elbow. Goff is up after that sack. That's Montez Sweat's first sack with the Bears. Here's a pass here and a catch, and now the Bears have somebody hurt. Ooh, who is that? .53. That's who got hurt by the Bears here. T.J. Edwards is hurt. T.J. Edwards on the ground for the Bears. They're going to take an injury timeout. Montez Sweat, unbelievably great sack. Came up huge. But Goff is still playing. All right. Well, that was a crazy series of events. The Bear injury timeout now. They're going to recover and get things back and rolling. It's going to be, I think, a third down here for Detroit. We'll see how this one plays out. And Gio saying that it could be a collarbone issue. I could totally see that based on that tackle. I'm sure if I go on Twitter, I'm going to get something about it. Some of the beat reporters probably. A win would be nice, but I'm just happy that Fields is playing well. Yep. Too much time remaining to celebrate. Yes, indeed, King James. There's a lot of football left to play. And we've seen the Bears this year, with less time, blow leads. So we're going to have to see how this one plays out. If the Bears could get the ball back here, great opportunity for them to run out the clock and concurrently score again and really put it out of reach. Mm-mm. 23-14, 3rd and 13. Shotgun for Goff. Pocket collapsing, and that ball's nearly intercepted. Incomplete officially. Looked like a miscommunication. Going to be 4th and 13. Oh, Johnson dropped the pick. What a surprise. Here comes the punt. And here comes the return from Taylor. Taylor breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, flags fly as he gets up past the 30 to about the 31. And now a bit of a scrum. Some guys throwing some hands there, a big pile. What's this all about? What's the flag about, too? Looks like an illegal block in the back on the Bears. Josh Blackwell committed the infraction there. Okay, so the Bears going to have the ball deep inside their own territory. Again, the goal right here, if I were them, is run down the clock as much as you can and end in a touchdown, if possible. But we're going to have to see how this one goes and what they're going to dial up here on this play, on this drive. 13 flat to go. A long way to go in this one for both teams. Bears are at their own 9 after the penalty. That was like a 20-yard penalty. Jeez. I formation, Lewis in motion. And a pitch to Herbert, who runs up the middle, gains 9 on that run. Khalil Herbert. So Herbert with a nice carry, 2nd and 1. Herbert 22 yards on 10 rushes. That was his longest carry of the game. He was struggling up until this point. Moore in motion, Fields out of the shotgun. Handoff, Herbert gets 2, but that's enough for the first down. So the Bears move the chains. Herbert's going to check out on this play. Same with Lewis. Lewis checks in, excuse me. Fullback package here for the Bears. Blasting game in. Going to be I formation. Roschon Johnson is the running back here. 1st and 10. Lewis in motion. Pitch to Rojo. And he is taken down hard. Loss of 2. Good job by the Lions defense to sniff that one out. 2nd down. The Bears trying to run this clock down a bit. 11:20 to go. Now, the Bears' run game has been really horrendous today. That's the one aspect of their game that has suffered to Detroit. Detroit's run game's been a lot better so far. Shotgun for Fields. Blasting game lines up in the slot. And Fields takes it himself, breaks 1 tackle, follows his blocking, and kind of slides down, really kneels down. Fields asking for a flag, not getting it, but he does get a sizable gain, going to be 3rd down and short. Nice play by Fields. Broke the initial tackle near the line of scrimmage, kept going, and went on his knees a bit. I think the complaint was maybe a face mask, right? Let me see. Probably a face mask. No call, though. 3rd and 4. Fields back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Downfield it goes, and it's incomplete. Intended target Darnell Mooney. Flag on the play. We'll see what this is about as Mooney's on the sideline, holding on the defense. Automatic 1st down, a critical penalty for Detroit. And the Bears are going to get a 1st down out of that, which really should have been a turnover. Let's see right there. Yeah, a little bit of a hold. It looked like Cole Kmet was the victim of that penalty. And that's the Lions' biggest yardage penalty of the day. First down and 10 for the Bears. Here we go. Shotgun for Fields. Handoff. Herbert gains 5. Good run. Khalil Herbert. The Bears doing their job so far, forcing this clock to be run down. Just trying to keep moving forward. Second and 6. Shotgun for Fields. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Trying to run the football. He will. And he's taken down short of the first down marker. Probably about 2 yards short. Going to be 3rd down and 2. Gain of 4, maybe 5 officially. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Bears. Once more, will they convert? They're right at their own 40. 3rd and 1 officially. It's Fields out of the shotgun. And Herbert gets enough for the first down, moves the chains up near the 45. And the Bears continue to move forward. Yeah, this one ends here. 8:30 to go. Hey, they're doing a great job at ticking this clock off. It's been about a 5-minute drive so far. The Bears running the football are great. Fields, Herbert, Johnson, Foreman all gaining some sort of yardage. Fields with the QB keeper. Fields up to the outside. He dives and gets up right near midfield, probably a yard short. 2nd down to come. They could just keep marching with the run. They could run that clock off. Exactly. And they're doing it so far. Nice fake by Fields. Went to the outside. Had some room, but didn't want to be too far into it. He was taken down from behind and kind of slid. Second and 6, 4-yard gain. No passes on this drive for the Bears. Mooney in motion at 2nd and 6. Fields back to pass now. In trouble. Sacked! And a big sack by Detroit. Got to throw the football or move out of the way or do something. And I was so stunned. I can't believe he got sacked. I can't believe they chose to pass on that 2nd down opportunity. That really pushed him back. And a big sack. Bone-crushing sack from Detroit. McNeil with the sack. Now the Bears are at their own 40. It's 3rd and 14. Fields steps up. Flags fly. He gets the first down and a lot more. Fields up to the 30-yard line. What's the flag all about, though? The Bears are celebrating. Maybe it's on Detroit. And I think it is. So it looks like, yes, it's going to be on Detroit here, right? Looks like a hold or, no, a block in the back maybe. I don't know what that flag was, actually, or what it was for, but the Bears get a nice break again, I guess. Fields with a nice run. Gained a lot of yards, probably about 30. First and 10 from the 26. I formation. Passing game in motion. Handoff to Herbert. He gains 2. About 2. Fields 104 rushing yards individually. Detroit only has 83 as a team. David Montgomery, a big chunk of that for Detroit. 2nd and 8. JF running for his career, literally. Shotgun for Fields. He's alone. Scott in motion. Here's the handoff. No, Fields keeps it. And he gains maybe another 2. Not much. Third down to come. And the Bears could kick a field goal here, but it'd still be a 2-possession game, which is key. Key to remember. Meanwhile, the Cowboys all over the Panthers. They just scored a pick 6. It's 30-10 in Carolina. They're down at 7. 12 plays, 68 yards, an 8-minute drive by the Bears, and that's the key here. I mean, they've run this down to less than 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Even a field goal is more than enough, in my opinion. And that's probably what they're going to do because Roschon got nowhere on that run. 4th and 6. And Eberflus looking a little bit confused there on the sideline for a minute. I mean, I think they're probably going to have to kick this football, and they will. Here comes Cairo Santos. So field goal attempt for the Bears. It's already a 2-possession game. This will just increase it. 39-yard attempt. Santos back to kick. He's 3 of 3 today. The kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. Cairo Santos, 26-14 Bears. With 4:15 to go, it's not over, but the Lions really have to put something together if they want to win this game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Goff throws yet another pick and blows it for himself. I would not be surprised with that. What are we thinking, guys? Late fourth quarter, Bears actually have a seemingly good lead. It seems to be safe. And right now, they're up by 12 with about 4 minutes to go. Santos is coming up clutch. What would the score be without the 4 turnovers? That's a fair point. It'd probably be a lot closer of a game. I really feel like that the number one reason the Bears won this game so far, if they do win, was Jared Goff really throwing his way out of this one for Detroit. And the Bears, they took advantage to their credit, which was amazing. Not over yet, but they're up by 12, 4:30-ish to go. They haven't really been running much, Dan. I don't know what happened to Montgomery. I mean, he was effective, and they just kind of laid off of Montgomery for whatever reason. I don't really understand. He was doing good. Victoria, he's not the man yet, Thomas. Needs to balance his 5-26 record. Fields hasn't thrown the ball since 10 minutes. Unbelievable. Yep, that's true. Really hasn't thrown much. Herbert outrushed Montgomery. This would open up the offense all the way out. Marvin Harrison Jr., Ernest. Yeah, I mean, that would be huge if the Bears brought in Marvin Harrison Jr., add him to DJ Moore and Darnell Mooney. I mean, that would be one of the best wide receiving cores in the game. Really open things up no matter who the quarterback was at that point, Fields or somebody else. It would work. So 14 plays, 70 yards, 8:45 ticked off the clock on that scoring drive from Fields and company. And now here with about 4.5 minutes to go, the Lions have their work cut out for them. They're down by 12. The Lions look dejected on the sideline too. They need a touchdown for their own sakes to really bring some life into them. But the way Jared Goff has been playing, he has thrown his team out of this game. So here comes the kick from Santos. 4:15 officially to go. The Lions are going to let this go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And TC Crypto, you're right. The one time the Bears tried to throw on that drive, Fields got sacked. So, they did the right thing there to just hold on to the football, run. The Bears have 40 minutes of time of possession today, which is unheard of. 1st and 10, shotgun for Goff. Montgomery lines up next to him as the running back. Lions are going to be pass first here. Maybe not. They're going to run it instead, and Montgomery gains about 4. Just say no to turnovers by the Bears with 2 possessions. We could even win the cover 2 zone, says Bruce. Fields will never be a true pocket passer. Doesn't mean he can't win games, but is it sustainable? Goff out of the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Goff, quick pass. This one caught. And it's not enough to get the first down, but it is enough to get out of bounds for Laporta. Clock's going to stop at 3:54. Ron, Trubisky never lost to the Lions. That's a fact. This is actually, I wonder if this is going to be Justin's maybe first or second win against Detroit, too. Maybe his second win against Detroit. Laporta, that was his first catch of the game. 3rd and 2 for Goff and company. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. The Lions need this 3rd and 2. Goff fires, and it is somehow caught. I can't believe it. Up near the 50, Amon-Ra St. Brown drags a couple of defenders with him, and the Lions are moving quick. 3:40 to go. And here comes Detroit. Shotgun for Goff. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Goff across the middle. This ball's caught, and now they're in Bear territory. Goff is really hurrying up, and the Lions are moving quick here. They might have some time to make something happen. Shotgun for Goff. 2nd and 4. 4 wide receivers set for Detroit. Goff back to pass as the pocket collapses. This ball is caught. Broken tackle. 1st down and more, and they get out of bounds. How about Gibbs on that play? He caught that ball across the middle of the field, broke a tackle, gained 10 more yards, and ran out of bounds. Clock stops. Here comes Detroit. That was tough to see. That was a huge play. Underrated, but a huge play for the Lions. 3:06 to go. 3:06 to go, 4th quarter. Clock is stopped. 1st and 10, shotgun for Goff. Back to pass. Goff with protection. Going to go downfield deep. It is caught. Touchdown Lions. And Jared Goff makes it happen. Williams with the catch. Wide open downfield. I can't believe he was that wide open. How quick was that touchdown? Wow! Jackson and Johnson blown coverage. The PAT is up and good. 26-21. Wow! Oh my goodness. Oh, this is hilarious. 6 plays, 75 yards, a minute 16. They scored a touchdown in a minute 16. 1 minute. 1 minute 16 seconds. There's 2:59 to go. There's time. John, can you believe this? I can't believe he was open. He was wide open in the end zone. Williams, wide open. I can't believe it. And the defense all game making plays, causing turnovers. And now it's a 1-point game, and they blew that wide open. Getsy and Fields talking things over. Probably, hey, calm down, but I'll tell you what, there's a little bit more pressure now. I'm sure that place is blasting. That was a stunning turn of events. Jalen was daydreaming about the bags of money. He probably was. Well, here we go. Here's the kick. It's a legit kick from the Lions. No onside stuff. And the Bears are going to have to return this ball. Or wait a minute. Oh, they called for a fair catch. So no return from Scott, who was back there to catch it. 2:59 to go, 26-21. This would be a classic time for a Fields turnover, but they're probably going to run the football, play conservative. And Detroit's going to get the ball with like a minute to go. Detroit has all 3 of their timeouts, too. The Bears didn't even force them to use a timeout. Wow. First and 10, Bears at the 25, Fields out of the shotgun. Here we go. It's a handoff. Herbert gets nothing. Stonewalled. 0. If you're just hopping in, if you're just tuning in as the Lions take their first time out, don't go anywhere. We're here. 26-21. Bears on top, late fourth quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 10. I will say this, good or bad, this is one of the most nail-biting games that we've done all year. And one of the most nail-biting ones we've seen. So, very curious to see how this one ends. Shotgun for Fields. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Herbert gets nothing again. 3rd and 10. And I apologize in advance. I don't even know how much time's left on the clock. Fox is really upping this one up. But we will get that to you as we know. So Detroit takes another timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9. Okay, sorry. Now 2:51 to go is what Fox says on their clock. Okay, 2:51 to go. Fourth quarter, a lot of time left now. And
you managed to burn 9 seconds
right.
of the clock.
3rd down and 9. Fields, shotgun. Trips to the near side for the Bears. A 4-wide receiver set. Mooney in motion. Fields back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Deep downfield. It is incomplete. Incomplete. Scott, the intended target, and the Bears are going to have to punt the ball. And it was just out of reach. A little bit overthrown. It hit Scott's one hand, couldn't get it around the other. Why are we calling that on 3rd down and 10? 4th and 9. Here comes the punt. This is anybody's game now. Back to Detroit. They're going to let this one hop. And Detroit will be, actually a decent punt. They're going to be down at their own 27.
Took him a minute to score last time, so
All right, everybody. Wow. Well, here we are. It's 26-24. And as Bruce pointed out, they only ran 10 seconds off the clock in that series. So bad. Yes. Why are we calling 2 runs up the middle back to back? Well, here we go. Can the defense come through? And, maybe the Lions run down clock. Maybe the Bears are going to have one more shot. And they're going to get the ball with the Fields. Will he come through? We don't know. 4-down territory for Detroit. 2:33 to go. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun for Goff. 5-wide receiver set. Goff back to pass. Out of time. Fires. This ball's caught. And, oh my goodness, maybe a 13, 14-yard gain. David Montgomery on the catch and run. 1st and 10 again for Detroit from their own 40. Goff, some time. Going to go deep downfield. Goff looking down. Incomplete. No flags. 2nd and 10. $2:05 to go in this one, too. Jalen Johnson, decent defense there, and that forced nothing to happen. It was close to PI. Fields on the sideline, kind of pacing around, maybe hoping for an opportunity. 2nd and 10, $2:05 to go. From their own 40, here's Goff in Detroit. Montgomery's the running back. Goff hands it off. It's Montgomery up the middle. Montgomery bursts forward past the 50. First down. And that's the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go. Lions are in Bears territory. And David Montgomery is making his presence known here today. It's 26-21. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be here. How about David Montgomery making it happen today? I am stunned at this turn of events for the Bears. Rant uploading, says Dan. If they lose, I'm going to lose it, Dan. So just be aware. You know that's coming. If they lose, I'm going to lose it. And Chris, you're apt. That's why I was trying my best to stay calm, because you just never know with this team. It almost seems like I feel like they're just purposefully losing the game and tanking again, too. And everybody, you're all right. Yeah, Bruce, Dan, Victoria, Chris, all of you are correct, especially Bruce, John. They should have won. Good coaches would have known how to manage this game. And that's the key, too. That's a great point. I mean, I'm not even going to blame all this on Fields. He's done okay. The fourth quarter was iffy. But how about Matt Eberflus? How about coaching? How do you not win a game like this? And, I've heard some people we'll wait. We'll wait till later. But I've heard some people say, maybe there should be a justification for Eberflus staying. Oh, look at Dan Campbell. You know what, man? Eberflus has got to go now. And this just further cements his legacy and further cements his ineffectiveness as a coach in Chicago. I'm really not mad. Justin Fields has played a good game today. I wish he could have done more in the fourth quarter from a clutch perspective, but overall, I'll take no turnovers. I'll take that 100%. He was not the reason at all why they lost or why they may lose. Let's put it that way. Not at all. I'm already thinking loss. I don't think he wasn't. I'd say he played at about a B level. He wasn't an A+, but he kept them in the game. No turnovers. I just wish he could have done more in the fourth. And, I say this game doesn't hurt him in terms of staying, but it doesn't help him either. I think it's more of a neutral game, and now we have 6 more to go, But let's hold on a minute because there's still time, and we got to wait and see how this one plays out. I'm ready to freak out if they lose this, so here we go. Shotgun for Goff, 1st and 10. Quick pass across the middle, easy pass. Jahmyr Gibbs with the catch, and he's going to be taken down, gain of probably 6. Bears are trying to keep stripping the football from people, but, too little, too late. How about that? I mean, you got to make sure you tackle these guys. 2nd and 4. Goff. Pass is caught. 1st down. And out of bounds go the Lions. 1:36 to go. 1st and 10. And here we go. I'm ready to freak out if they lose this. Classic, John. Yep. 1st and 10, man. I might get on my feet for this here in a second. I mean, this is crazy. No. I'll stay. I'll stay in my seat. I'm just on the edge of my seat here. 1:36 to go. 4 wide receiver set. Shotgun for Jared Goff. Pocket collapses. Goff finds a way to fire this football off, and it's caught by Montgomery for a gain of 9. Goff was hit almost on the ground, and he threw that football. How about David Montgomery being a safety blanket for Jared Goff here in this fourth quarter? 2nd and 1. Montgomery gets the 1st down and more. Montgomery inside the 20 up to the 15. 1:08 to go. It's the David Montgomery Show. 58 seconds. The Lions inside the red zone. They're trying to win this game. Goff. Back to pass. It is caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the reception. He got it. Oh, he should have gotten it. That was a nice catch by St. Brown. Don't know if they're going to keep it, but it looked like he caught it. And hold on a minute here. It looks like St. Brown might be hurt. St. Brown holding his hand, his arm maybe. Clock stops at 51. Detroit has no timeouts as it is. So it's an injury timeout, but we'll see what happens here. St. Brown, 8 catches, 77 yards, 1 TD. Jared Goff, after throwing 3 picks, is keeping his team in it. He didn't jinx them, John. They just suck. Shotgun for Goff, 2nd and 2. Inside the 10. Goff, back to pass. Avoids the sack and fires out of bounds. Randall, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Goff was nearly taken down and instead found a way to get the ball out of his hands. 3rd and 2. 4 down territory. 38 seconds to go. Shotgun for Goff. 3-wide receiver set. They hand it off. Up the middle is Gibbs. And he is not in. He's not in yet. Not in yet. 25 seconds to go. Detroit has no timeouts. Now hold on a minute. We got people talking on the field. Clock is stopped at 26. What's going on here? Now Fox is screwing them around with their clock. What's going on here? Dan Campbell yelling at the official. They think he got in. And Detroit thought he got in too. Did he? No, he's short by a yard. He's at the 1 correctly where he should be spotted. Okay, so here we go. It's 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line. It's Detroit. The Bears need to stop. If they don't get it, they're going to get the ball back with minimal time left, if that. So here we go. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal for Chicago. At the 1-yard line. The Bears line up on defense, and here comes Detroit on offense. From the 1, 1st and goal. Goff out of the shotgun. Tight end in motion. Snap, handoff, and touchdown Lions! David Montgomery! Revenge at its finest! And the Lions take the lead with 29 seconds left. David Montgomery. There are 29 seconds to go. The Bears have all their timeouts, but this is huge for Detroit. And Detroit's going to go for 2 here. They're up by 1 now, 27-26. They're going to go for 2. I formation for Detroit. Goff looking to pass. Flyers wide open. And it's 2 more points. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe this. 29-26. All right, well, 29 seconds to go. Wow, he was wide open in the corner of that end zone. There was nobody there. I mean, just wide open. Not a person in the world. It's Laporta, who has not done much today, but got the opportunity when his time came and made a play. So here's the situation. If you're just tuning in, got 140 of you here with us now. Detroit's up 29-26. There's 29 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. The Bears were up by a lot. They were up by 2 possessions, and now they're, losing by 3 with 29 to go. Bears are going to have to get the football, though. So Detroit's going to kick this one off, and, maybe Justin Fields makes something happen here. That would be huge and clutch for him, right? But does not have a lot of time to work with. So let's see how this ends. David Montgomery, if all things stand, got the game-winning touchdown. Here comes the kick. It's a squib kick. And oh my gosh, it's nearly, is that a fair catch? Fair catch by Roschon Johnson called for. All right, so the Bears have to cover yardage here. A field goal at least will tie the game up. So if I were them, I'd be at least playing for the field goal right now. They got Cairo Santos warming up on the sideline. Flyrod D, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. 27 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Bears. They're at their own 25. A field goal ties it up late in the fourth quarter. The Bears were up by 2 possessions at one point. They've blown the lead. So here we go. Back to 29 seconds. Fox reverted its clock. And now, hold on, the officials are calling a timeout on the field, and they're all going to be huddling up behind Fields at around the 15-yard line. All right, well, it all comes down to this for the Bears and Fields in this game. We talked about Fields getting an opportunity to prove himself and getting an opportunity to make something happen. I mean, there's not much time. I'm not going to blame him if they lose unless he throws a pick. But, here's a chance to do something if you're Fields, and something if you're the Bears on offense. Officials were talking things over. And here we go. From the 25, Fields out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set, 1st and 10. Fields in trouble. Ball is out. The ball's loose. Kicked into the back of the end zone, and that's a safety. Game over. The Bears are down 31-26 late in the fourth quarter. The ball came loose, and Darnell Wright kicked it through the back of the end zone. And that should be your ball game. Believe it or not, there's still 22 seconds left on the clock, but the Lions are going to get the football on the safety punt. So this game's over. And if you want to watch me lose my crap, you could stay here in about 5 minutes. We're going to do a post-game show and a rant. Whew. Wow. And we all talk about Darnell Wright. Everybody loves to praise Darnell Wright, huh? And once again, that's the 3rd mistake he's made today. So the Lions shore up the win. 31-26, 22 seconds to go. I mean, I am stunned. Aiden Hutchinson with the forced fumble. Then I guess the safety is going to be credited to him too. Here's the safety punt from the Bears. I don't know how they do a very short punt to try and maybe recover it. And no, the Lions catch it. So Amon-Ra St. Brown caught it. And that's the game. I mean, the Bears have 2 timeouts, but this one's over. I mean, I did say this would be a blowout, but the way in which they lost was sad. And we're going to, let's just wait to watch this, watch the clock run out here. The Lions have started 8-2 for the first time since 1962. Okay. Well, we ready to go? Okay. And then here we go with the whole, we'll talk about it. I'm ready. We're good? All right. All righty, guys. We're going to be doing our rant here in 2 seconds. Well, if you're just tuning in, the Bears blew another game and lost it in indescribable fashion. Let's discuss. It's Sports Talk Chicago here with Jon Zaghloul. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit up our great affiliates at the top of your screen. We air on them weekly. WKAN 105.5 The Ticket, ACTV, JED-TV, WJOB, and Cities 92.9 Talk FM. I'm Jon Zaghloul. John Meadows is directing and producing. Follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago and like this video and subscribe to us on YouTube. This was a collapse of epic proportions. I'll get to Justin Fields in a second. He's not fully to blame for how this game ended, although I wish he could hold on to the damn football in the fourth quarter. I don't understand how he's 3 years in. We're talking about evaluations. We're talking about a high-stakes quarterback who was drafted in the first round, and somehow he just can't perform in clutch situations. But I'll get to that in a second. How do you force Jared Goff to throw 3 picks and you lose the game? How do you force all these turnovers and still lose the game? How are you up by 2 possessions entering the fourth quarter, and yet you lose by 5? How is that possible? This was beyond unacceptable. And I will say this right now, and for anybody, because I saw there was discussion this week about justifying keeping Eberflus at minimum, comparing him to Dan Campbell and his time in Detroit. If Eberflus is not gone on Black Monday, then this Bears team is set up to fail again and again and again and again and again. Matt Eberflus is a horrendous head coach. And how about horrendous management, horrendous time management, horrendous holding on to a lead when you're up by 2 possessions, entering the fourth quarter of play? You're going to tell me you still don't know how to win a football game? We've been through this. Okay, this is your second year in the league, Matt. You need to understand how to close games and win them. And I'll tell you what. There's been enough already to occur to allow him to be fired. People don't want to talk about it, but we'll talk about it again. Alan Williams, his running backs coach, those 2 guys resigned under mysterious circumstances. He can't even control his coaching staff. He's a horrible judge of people and talent, clearly, because he's bringing in people who are violating HR policies. He has the worst record in Bears history, and now, even now, when they were up by 2 possessions, when they were about to upset the Detroit Lions at their home on the road, they blow it like this. They continually let Detroit back into the game, keep them around. They never fully stop their foot on their necks. And now, David Montgomery, out of all people, revenge at its finest of all people, ends it for the Bears. Then when the Bears get the ball back with 25 seconds to go and 2 timeouts, fumble, safety, game over. What the hell is going on in Chicago? I don't understand this. The Bears offensively did not play a bad game at all, and the Bears defense really won the game. They forced Jared Goff to continually make mistake after mistake after mistake. Too many picks, too many problems, too many issues on Goff's part. They did great at forcing Goff to look horrible. 3 picks for Goff was great. You know, they were really doing a good job at keeping them in check offensively. You're facing one of the best offenses in football. And you as a team did a great job running and passing even. Fields did okay passing, I should say. He did fine. But he ran for 100. Herbert, Johnson, Foreman all got some good yardage. DJ Moore had a good game too. And in terms of time of possession, the Bears had 50 minutes of holding on to the football. How do you fall like this? How do you fall in this fashion? I mean, this was probably one of the worst collapses I've ever seen the Bears commit. And I know I maybe haven't been around long, but I'll tell you what, this was pretty damn pathetic. You're up by 12, 13 points entering the fourth quarter, and little by little, it seemed as if they wanted to lose. It seemed as if they didn't want to win. Their play calling reflected it, and then late, when they had one last chance, classic Justin Fields can't hold on to the football. And I'm not going to blame Justin in full. Here's what I actually want to go after today a little bit too. Darnell Wright. We're all talking about Darnell Wright being such a great player. PFF rates him like this. He sucks. Okay? Now, I know he's a rookie. He has time to develop and time to turn it around, but I'll tell you what, on that fumble from Fields, Darnell Wright got beat again. He had a couple of penalties today, too. Jalen Johnson dropped like 3 interceptions, Mr. Big-Time Moneybags. I mean, all of these players who have hype, all of these players who are artificially hyped by either the Bears, the fans, or both, really don't have much to say or much to do. It's artificial hype. It's artificial hype. And Fields, and I'm going to say it, I don't care what anybody says, he's not a fourth quarter quarterback. And that's okay if your team was amazing and you didn't even need to worry about the fourth quarter. The fact is, no matter what team you are, unless you're like some steamrolling giant behemoth of a football team, you need a clutch quarterback in the fourth quarter. And time again, and I can't believe people are still failing to see this. I mean, it's really unbelievable. Really unbelievable. Fields fumbled again. Fields was in the fourth quarter, fumbled it again. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. You know? I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how people feel. It's a fact. It's the truth, okay? You got to hold on to the football in the fourth quarter. I'm not saying they would have won, and I even said I'm not blaming Fields for this loss, but dude, fourth quarter, down by a possession, you got the ball with 30 seconds left, and that's another fumble, another turnover that turned into a safety. It just can't be happening. And everybody can say what they want. I'm not going to be blasted for it. So be it. Whatever. You know what? You got to hold on to the damn football. Got to hold on to the football. Okay? That's simple. We did the same thing when we talked about Mitch. Mitch actually had a similar, I don't know if anybody remembers Mitch in, 2020 against the Lions, where they were winning, then they were losing at the end, and Mitch had to make a play. He lost the ball, caused a fumble, was picked up, scoop, scored, touchdown in the fourth quarter, Lions won, right? Everybody crapped on him. Why today are we not going to say anything about Fields? He had an okay game, passing, great game running, but cannot hold on to the football. That's not going to win you football games long term. You have to learn how to hold the ball. You got to hold the ball, okay? Nevertheless, tell you what, you can't be blowing games like this. Thank you, Coach Eberflus. I would love to hear what he's going to say in his postgame, and I would love to critique it, and we will, because there's nothing that you could say. You can't justify anything. You can't justify anything. You know, all the blame is going to go to him, and rightfully so. He's the head coach, but this was bad, guys. This was really bad. This was a failure of coaching on all levels, a failure defensively, calling plays, because you let Jared Goff somehow light it up, which I can't even believe. You let Jared Goff light it up. And on top of that, you know, you just let the Lions continue to linger. You let the Lions continue to hang around and see what occurs. And I'm so sick of seeing it. You know, Eberflus did this last year in his first year because there were a lot of games the Bears were in late, right? We saw it every time, and then we assumed, okay, they're going to be tanking. Maybe they're going to do that again, but they should not be tanking again at the end of the day. And Matt Eberflus is going to pay for what happens. Matt Eberflus is going to pay for what happens here, too. And right now, Justin Fields is, too. People don't want to hear it, right? People are so mad. Oh, you're criticizing Justin Fields. I'm not. I'm just being honest. And the fact is that inside 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, if Justin Fields has the football, look what everybody said in the comments. Everybody, oh, if Justin has it, watch out for the pick. Watch out for this. It's just so true, right? I mean, you know, the fact that people are being delusional about it just goes to show where everybody lies on it. I want a good team and a good quarterback. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Fields. I don't care if it's the next big thing. I want a quarterback that I could trust in the fourth quarter. Trubisky was not good in the fourth quarter. And now Fields is not good in the fourth quarter, right? It's true. Mitch was not great in the fourth quarter. He was great when he had a lead and had time, things of that nature, right? So it's the same thing here for Fields. The fact that we're this far in and we consistently see Fields just crapping the bed in the fourth quarter, that's not good either. It's not. People don't want to hear it, but it's not good. Oh, gosh, what a horrible game. Am I surprised? A little bit, because I'm a moron and thought that maybe it was going to work out a little bit better. The Bears were up and it was looking good, but I'll tell you what, no, this isn't it. This was a really bad performance team-wise in terms of the fourth quarter, similar to the Broncos game. You know, everybody, the Broncos game was great. Fields looked great. All this stuff went well, and yet they lost and they turned the ball over 3 times in the fourth quarter in that game. And the Broncos came all the way back. And it's ridiculous. It's so sad. Fields is partially to blame for this, but how about the coaching staff's failure as well? This is just how it goes, I guess, right? This is how Bears football is. We sit here and we deal with BS. Every week it's something new. Every week it's just a damn joke. I mean, this was a joke. I mean, really, you know, it looked like you explain this situation to somebody who's not a Bears fan. You're like, what happened again? How did this go? How did this work? Wait, you guys were winning by 2 possessions, and then you let the other team back in, then you were losing with 20 seconds to go, then your QB fumbled, which turned into a safety? It's so bad. It's so bad. And this team, once more, is not getting it done. I'm unbelievably disappointed, but that's what the Bears do all the time. And this is eerily reminiscent and oddly reminiscent, sincerely, of Mitch Trubisky's 5th year. It really is, because, you know, the Bears went 8-8, made the playoffs, but nobody was happy. And even Mitch had this same thing happen to him in 2020 against the same team in the same situation, only at home. I find that really crazy, you know, how it kind of repeated itself again. This was a failure. And here's the weird thing. You know, you're going to look at the stats. If somebody didn't watch this game and say, how did the Bears lose? They played great. They dominated. And they did for 2.5, 3 quarters, maybe, generously speaking. But when you let an elite team continue to come back, and when you don't take advantage off of turnovers, right? When you force 3 picks, and at the end of the day, you score nothing off those 3 picks, what do you expect to occur? You expect to win? No. So everybody failed. Everybody, in some capacity, played a role in this loss, whether people want to hear it or not, and that includes Justin Fields, because you can't fumble the football with 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of a game in which you could have driven downfield. The Bears could have gotten to the field goal range and at least kicked a field goal. It's facts. That's true. But I digress, I guess. We got to keep up the Fields worship here as well. You know what? I'm so disappointed and disgusted. The Bears are who we all thought they were and continue to be. They're going to continue to find ways to screw things up. And I'm assuming that that's how it's going to be for the rest of this season, too. That this is probably their goal. I mean, I thought Justin played well for the first 3.75 quarters. Besides that fumble, he was fine. He really was. I don't think it was really all on him, but that fumble hurt too, man. That really hurt. I don't know how you can defend anybody on this team moving forward. Ryan Poles is going to be defended because, you know, you can't say anything against his quarterback. Ryan Poles deserves some blame too, but whatever. Let's say we don't even go down that road. I'll tell you what, though, Matt Eberflus does. Justin Fields does. Today, Jalen Johnson does. Darnell Wright does. All these, you know, these artificially hyped players, especially Johnson and Wright, who made mistakes today. Big ones at times. So I digress. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I want to give a big thank you again to John Meadows, directing and producing. Thank you to all of you. We had a lot of people tuning in with us today, which was awesome. I really appreciate you guys hanging here with us. You can subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you'd like, and hang out with us. Follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago as well. We'll talk to you this week. We're going to do a show before the holidays, so be sure to hang out for that. We'll give you updates and let you know what's going on. But until that next time, thank you, and so long, everybody.